Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Bug.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir.
We're officially back at it.
That's crispy.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast. This is episode 106. I'm your host, Boog Nice. Got my buddies with me. Man Cheesy, Colonel Crackers. I hope Rick Dom will be joining us later at some point. Maybe we'll have somebody else jump in and hang out with us for a few.
We got to get the done.
But, how you guys doing, man?
Doing, man. You know how it is.
As always, looking
Good
good,
week.
feeling good.
The craziest shit you've seen on the internet this week.
Geez, too much, man. Probably the Jon Stewart thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was pretty nuts. Jon Stewart went to Congress to argue for the 9/11 victims. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. What about you, P?
Well, mine is not as impactful as that. I saw a guy doing cutting a backflip into a river backwards in slow motion with shit falling out of him. So
I saw that a few weeks ago.
Wait, that kind of crazy. Okay.
So different. You'll get every side of the spectrum here at the A.C.B.A. podcast.
No doubt, no doubt. That was pretty. The internet is undefeated, man. No question. I saw a video last night that made me laugh really, really hard, and I don't know why. It was just funny. It was just a video of people's drawings of other celebrities, and then there was like a voiceover of a person just laughing and talking about the pictures, and it was the most hilarious shit that I've seen in a while. Like, I was cracking up.
Undefeated.
I'm gonna have to share that video with you guys, man. But yeah, man. So we back 2 weeks in a row,
Boom.
and we got quite a bit of stuff to talk about. So we're gonna jump right into it, so that way we can have a full show and after show, right?
Yeah, we got a lot to go through. It's been a busy week, eventful week. A lot of stuff going on. All kinds of aspects of the toy community, whether it's professional or in the community itself.
For sure.
What do we want to go through first? I don't know.
So our full topic list consists of SH Figuarts, Hasbro, Hot Toys, Storm, NECA, some figures that were shown at E3, Mattel, and then then we'll roll right into the after show as well.
Right, but first you wanted to offer an update on something that was discussed last week, right?
I sure.
What would that be?
So I wanted to talk about the SH Figuarts King Piccolo. So last week we talked about it. We were discussing the size of this figure, and SH Figuarts, when it comes to their Dragon Ball line, they have two separate scales, really fragmentating the line. A lot of people don't really like it, myself included, but it is what it is. And a lot of people were thinking, or just wondering, like, which line would he be in scale with? So the Dragon Ball line is usually way bigger than everybody else, but like King Piccolo is a Dragon Ball character, so people would think that he would be in that in that scale. And he is in that scale. He's pretty big, like we speculated last week. But he's going to be the same size as Majin Buu, like the tall evil Buu that came out. That's their last release.
Yeah, Buff Buu.
Yeah, and so, if you were into that, if you were into what do you call it? Oh man, if you were into his size, then pause. If then you're all good. You're all gravy. Sorry, I'm trying to do some stuff with the podcast that I might sound a little distracted. Anyway, there we go. But yeah, he's the same size as Majin Buu. Majin Buu is arguably one of the tallest people in this line. So, he's big, dude. He's a big dude. He's a big guy for you. But it works out because King Piccolo is a huge dude. And on top of that, I mean, like, the scale fits pretty well. So if you line up, like, your Goku with your Majin Buu, Majin Buu is taller than Goku, but you could fudge it to where that would be Piccolo's size, because King Piccolo is super tall. Piccolo is as tall as King Piccolo, and he'll be able to fit in. Now it just depends on like just his overall size. Like yes, he's as tall as Boo, but like if his proportions are like bigger than Boo, then we might run into some problems. But size wise, I think he's all around there, and that's exciting for a lot of people just based on the options to do a custom 2.0 Piccolo. You know.
Right. Yeah. Or for them to just release their own standard Piccolo just
Yeah,
on this new buck.
yeah, that's the dream.
Just a Piccolo, and everywhere I go.
That's it.
You guys have been saying for quite some time that the one that we've had or the few that we've gotten have all been undersized. So
Very true. Yeah, we've only gotten 2. We need way more.
two. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's promising. Like I've been saying, and I literally just said this too in a clip that I shot today. DBZ has been doing their thing. SHF has been doing their thing with the DBZ figures. So hopefully they'll continue on this trend. I don't know if we're going to see anything new at. Seems like for the past like few years, everybody's been like slowly revealing all of their shit before SDCC. So I don't know what's going on, man.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they still save some reveals for the show, but you kind of know what's going to be on display there.
Very true.
But yeah, so that's it. That's it on this King Piccolo, right? We can move into some current stuff.
Yeah, let's get into the nitty gritty.
Yeah, because speaking of stuff that we're waiting to be announced at Comic-Con, let's move into some Hasbro. Because they had some reveals via their GameStop newsletter that goes out every week that offers a new reveal. So that's how we got like that Cowboy Logan. It's how we got the Wolverine and Hulk 2-pack. Other stuff I'm sure that I'm forgetting.
We got them all.
Yeah, so this is part of that. We are officially getting Agent Anti-Venom.
What's
we've been wondering for years how they're going to reuse this mold.
Yeah.
There it is.
Where's your head at with this?
Jesus.
I mean, they literally have to reuse everything. I mean, this is going to be the same ugly Y joints. It's going to be, this is like a return of Marvel Legends era figure and mold.
Yeah, this is disappointing considering how cool of a character this was originally.
Is Anti-Agent Venom a real character?
I meant the original Agent Venom.
Yes, exactly.
Regular Agent Venom. But yeah, I would assume that this happened in the comics. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I don't think that they would do this without it having some relevance to the comic book. So whoever's in the chat down there, if you know for certain, let us know. But yeah, nobody's excited about this shit. That's for sure. Because again, like you said, it's a old, outdated mold, buck, whatever, and the issues with the original figure was that people just wanted it to move better. They wanted better articulation for this guy, and maybe some interchangeable hands because the way the hands were, they didn't really grip the guns in the best way, and it just wasn't. He wasn't agile enough for the character, and again, like I said, it was such a cool character in the comic books that you wanted the figure to kind of represent that, but and I don't know. I can see people picking this up just for the sake of having the novelty of it, I guess, or just to have it in package or something like that. But I don't care about this shit at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna have everything wrong with it that the original one had. It's just a new scheme. I mean, there's no wrist articulation. It's all part of the bicep, or not the bicep, the forearm.
I guarantee you, this photo is
the holster is not gonna work. Like it's just a like you said, an outdated figure.
Yeah, man.
I guarantee. I
don't even know if
isn't even like the real. That's not even the real figure. That's just the Photoshop. I can almost promise you.
But even so, they kind of went to some effort because these lines on the bicep are new.
Okay. People in chat are saying that Agent Anti-Venom is a character, obviously, but he's fairly recent, like very recent.
Mm-hmm. So, okay. It's because Flash Thompson had like cancer or something, right? Yeah. And then he had the symbiote to keep him alive.
Okay, cool.
But then when the symbiote went back to Venom, he became Anti-Agent Venom. Is it Anti-Agent Venom or is it Agent Anti-Venom? Because it works both ways.
It says Anti-Venom 2, and it says Just says Anti Venom 2. I don't know. Because I really like
Well, people in
Anti
the chat
Venom.
are saying, well, this is Flash Thompson. He's Agent Anti-Venom. And yeah, Venom went back to Eddie Brock, and this was Flash Thompson's consolation prize.
Very cool. Because I really like the
Oh,
original Anti Venom. I just never
Yeah.
knew that he went on to be Anti Agent Venom. Like, how many layers are you going to slap on this guy?
Right. Or is it Agent Anti-Venom?
Oh, God.
I mean, look what they did with Red Green Goblin. So
That's
you
true.
know, it's
The layers are limitless.
It's crazy.
I mean, at this point, Marvel Comics has to be writing things around color swaps and repaints.
They have to.
If we just do this, we can sell figures.
It's
But yeah,
all
that was the
Not
new
too much time talking about this bullshit. Fuck this trash.
Wow. Line in the sand.
What are the comments saying there?
Comments are saying a bunch of shills here. A bunch of shills. This looks pretty awesome. I can't wait. I'm getting 3 of this guy. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, they are saying that though, just not in that voice.
No, it probably is that voice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is one of those things where they haven't reused any part. I mean, that was a one and done figure. It was a Walgreens exclusive years
Right.
ago. They haven't
Yeah,
reused
trying to
at all
get their
since.
money's worth, no question.
Right.
I can see that. Yeah.
I mean, this is which body? The I mean, there's the face-off Punisher body, but it's more like the Commander Rogers body now.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, it's got the ugliest biceps. It's got a really ugly torso, and it's just got this overlay over it.
But the arms seem weird too. Like he seems like midget-esque or little people-esque. Excuse me. I know midget is not the right term anymore.
The perspective is
Missed that
definitely
one.
off. It looks mad weird.
I mean, you notice that Hasbro lately has been doing a lot more like tangible photography. So this is another return to form.
Way out of left
doing
field.
these horribly photoshopped images. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, moving on. So
I want to see what
the
let's see what
80
people.
years.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Part of the 80 years stuff, which for the most part, 90% of that stuff looks great though. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. For them to have this out there, they still got a great scorecard with what's coming out with the 80th anniversary stuff.
Yeah, totally. And then
We about to get a.
I'm just gonna
and
ask
we
what
got-
everybody in the chat is thinking on this Agent Anti-Venom and see if everyone's gonna pick this up. I could see people picking this up just because the original is kind of hard to find, and just repainting it to back to the original.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, I know a lot. I mean, it wasn't hard to find at the time, but it is now.
Layers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, people were finding so many of it that they were repainting it to the Thunderbolts version.
I recently saw like a listing for this and just a bunch of groups, and I'm like, really? That much money for this guy? Really?
Yeah.
He was a Walgreens exclusive, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He was like one of the first.
One of the first ones. Yeah. Right.
Without him, we wouldn't have thing. You got to thank him.
Sure, but he might have been the first Walgreens exclusive, though, right?
I think he was. Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Yeah. Staying on Marvel, moving on to something of a slightly higher tax bracket. Moving into some Hot Toys.
All right.
And one of the coolest Hot Toys I've ever seen, in terms of just look. But that's because I just love this costume, and it's from the Spider-Man PS4 game. It is the alternate costume of Scarlet Spider.
Yeah. Insane.
Yeah. Just like
this got a lot of love this week, man.
The accessories are crazy.
Great accessories.
But this look, I mean, the suit is just one of the most gorgeous designs from the game, and it's, I think, rendered fantastically in this format.
Yeah, this looks great. It looks amazing, and no pun intended. But I was talking to my man Ed, and he said, you know what? It would be crazy if they did a classic Spider-Man, being that was one of the skins in the game. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh, they could go all day with the skins.
Yeah, no doubt. But I mean, considering the fact that Hot Toys has never done a classic Spider-Man because they do mostly movie shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I think the design of this suit works so well in Hot Toys because, like a lot of their other Spider-Mans look like, I can pull up the punk Spider-Man to kind of compare. Mm-hmm. When you articulate it, whatever the material is made out of to preserve like the blue and red pattern,
Mhm.
kind of like creases in a weird way, especially like in the red. But the way, like the material that they've chosen for this just looks amazing. Again,
No pun.
like really now. I mean, right here, just looks so good. And I think there might be like a bend in the toe, even though it's like a single piece foot. You know,
Mhm.
Yeah,
I think it
there
might
is.
be like an overlay.
That's
That's
how they
crazy.
did. That's how they did their Iron Spider. Also, there's a toe bend in there.
You're driving me wild with this.
I have such a love hate relationship with that Iron Spider because it is arguably one of the best looking figures I own. I just can't fucking move
Mm.
it
Yeah,
because
no.
the material it uses.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Whatever material they chose to make this out of, I think
It's the
could
best.
make this one of the best like Hot Toy Spider-Mans.
Yeah, like I held off on that PS4 Spidey, like the default suit for PS4 Spidey because I was
Mm-hmm.
afraid that it was the same material as that Iron
Right.
Spider, and I was like, I don't really want to invest any more into this Hot Toy Spider-Man line if I can't move my Spider-Man figure, one of the
Mm-hmm.
most flexible people in the entire universe. I can't even fucking.
Well, I mean, that's the one about
Yeah.
all of the Mezco Spider-Mans for the most part.
That is
Right.
true.
Even
Yeah,
though people have said that the black suit one was pretty decent.
Yeah. As long as you don't live in the tropics.
Oh god, a lot of horror
You
stories.
know. Right. But that's another thing is that even the Mezco Spider-Mans have that kind of problem where like the blue on the suit is like, cloth,
Yeah,
but then like the red is like
that
I don't know if it's
faux leather.
vinyl or it's like
Yeah,
yeah, it's like
vinyl.
that kind of it's almost like it's steamed on or something, you know what I mean? Like when you're
Mhm.
silk screening a shirt.
Yeah,
And so over time, like that doesn't crease as cleanly as regular cloth, and so that tends to like be the part that peels away, obviously. And I think Hot Toys has a similar thing, but obviously on a different scale. And I think this material just completely eliminates that problem. If
yeah.
I'll
they
tell
ever
you
do
what, though. Oh, go ahead.
now, if they ever do this suit in Mezco, I would hope that they kind of go with a similar solution to the suit textures and material.
They'll probably disappoint us, unfortunately.
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, you can compare it to the homemade suit one, I guess, and that one I think was received pretty well.
That is true. So if they do the Mezco with this, I could see like all these little subtle patterns on Spider-Man being done in that vinyl material, that pressed-on material, though. Well, I mean,
Mhm.
like, but that new Sovereign Knight Batman doesn't
Yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
is pretty good. So,
Yeah,
it's a
it
double-edged
would be
sword.
something like that for sure.
The main takeaway is if he can move, give our man some ab crunch
Mhm.
for the love of God, please.
Yeah, I
It's
don't know,
unreal.
man. I mean, if I was ever to fucking dip into Hot Toys, this would honestly be such a great like first
Mhm.
piece.
Do it.
It's my
And it is Toy Fair
understanding that
exclusive. This is going to be
yeah,
exclusive to the Sideshow booth at San Diego Comic Con.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, it's my understanding that it's going to be available at SDCC. So yeah, um,
Hook me up.
I'm tempted, but I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, Bug, don't you have a Hot Toy Spider-Man already? No, you have Deadpool.
No,
You
I
have a
do.
Spider-Man too.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
Spider-Man
I
2.
have the homemade suit, Spider-Man from Hot Toys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I
That's
don't
a
know.
great figure too.
I'm not
It
trying
is.
to. I'm not trying to play the little devil on your shoulder, but I
I've
don't
got two more Hot Toys. I've got Black Panther and Killmonger that I'm about to get
know. Nice.
in
Oh
a
yeah,
couple weeks actually.
Oh, and then T'Chaka was the exclusive last year.
he sure was.
That one came out pretty good, from what I remember.
It looked good. My local
Yeah, he
comic book
looked
shop
amazing.
had him.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so this is the Hot Toys Scarlet Spider, San Diego Comic Con. Get amongst it. Be part of this. Like, this is a great pose. Look at this.
Yeah, a lot of strategic
I mean,
posing. Not
Let me look
implementing
up
the
the
ab
accessory
crunch.
spread and then be done with this. Accessory spread is
A
fantastic.
little ab crunch.
Yeah, he's a. To be fair, the Spider-Man mold for Hot Toys, they do have. It's the most flexible body they have for sure.
Yeah, that mesh on that mask looks fucking great.
No,
Yeah.
I know.
It
And the way they
liter-
do the eyes is crazy too.
Yeah, it literally looks like a screenshot from the game. Like that new, like people have gotten their hands on the PS4 Spidey already in China, and people are taking pictures of it. And every single time someone takes a picture of it, I'm thinking, are people still sharing pictures from the PS4? Like, that's like done and gone forever.
I mean, so it looks like they're counting it as accessories, the belt and the ankle stuff. So they probably are removable.
Possibly.
And then, you get a camera with a sweet like spider strap, and you get a pizza and a pizza box and a donut and coffee and a phone with like a little printed screen on it. Like
That's great.
all these webs, all these hands,
All
all
these
this stand.
hands. Yeah, that pizza
Yeah,
is
this
the
is good
pizza is
stuff.
crazy. I was wondering why the PS4 Spidey did not come with a pizza. But
Yeah.
here we go.
Hey, Spider-Man just stole that guy's pizza.
So great.
Shit, I wish that the SHF game Spidey was going to come with more accessories, even though
Yeah.
that looks amazing too.
It really does. Maybe this might be a little preview that maybe SH Figure Arts will come out with a Scarlet Spider. If
I
it's
hope
just if there's any sort of trend. Who knows?
And then while we're on the subject of Hot Toys, this one up for pre-order as well. It is the Infinity War Star-Lord.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And I wanted to bring this up because the effects on him are crazy. I love the bubble effect.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't even see that. I didn't click on this at all. I didn't look at it at all, even though I know the promo images went up and shit.
The Doctor Strange little stands.
Yeah.
Little floating platforms, and then the portal that he, like jumps backwards into, flipping them off. He doesn't come with a flipping off hand, which is missed opportunity, but I'm sure the customizing market will make that easy.
The guy who cast that is going to make a lot of money.
Yeah. If you can get like a real Chris Pratt cast
of his hands.
Yeah, so the veins match and everything. Hey Chris, let me get your hand for a sec.
Just meet him in LA and piss him off.
Right.
He flips you off, just come in for a real tight shot.
How y'all feel about that head sculpt though?
I think the bottom half of his face is too narrow. It's not wide enough.
Yeah.
Like his mouth needs to be. So like in the portrait shot, like really close up, that's where it looks funny. But like the bottom one, he looks totally fine.
Even the bottom one, he looks like a little Paul Walker. I don't know.
Interesting. Interesting.
I think what's cool about this though is that even if you already have a Star-Lord from any of the other releases, it can still kind of work into Infinity War. Like basically wears the same thing, and this is largely like a lot of the same, but the accessories are obviously the reason to get this. Yeah. Basically, so you can have the accessories to recreate all of them taking on Thanos, while Mantis is on his shoulders and all that.
Unreal.
That's like the Hot Toys display that everyone should aspire.
Have they released all of those figures from that particular battle scene?
I don't think so. We don't have Mantis yet, right?
Yeah, no Mantis yet. I believe. I could be wrong.
Unless they did one for Guardians too.
I'm surprised they didn't do a Mantis. That would be a nice Hot Toys.
It would.
Yeah. She'd sell well in Asia for sure.
100%.
I think so.
What's going on with that Iron Man accessory? What is that?
Oh, the Iron Man accessory is the it's like the bomb that he puts on Iron Man.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's cool.
No, it's like it like shocks him. It's the same thing that Thanos has right there.
That's perfect. Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
What a small detail.
Yeah, that's right. Great. The bubble thing is the best though.
That really is. It's so good.
Maybe the Doctor Strange one actually. I don't know.
Did we get a Gamora?
Yes, there's a Gamora. I believe.
Okay.
Some more pictures of stuff in
I mean, there's no point in you having the bubble accessory. Obviously, we got quite a few Thanos figures from Hot Toys, but yeah, if you want to at least put the three of them together in that scene.
I don't know if there's a Gamora from Infinity War, but I know that they have done Gamora before.
I didn't realize he was so red. You know what I mean?
Big red guy.
Yeah, he looks like Thriller.
Hey, it lines up.
I guess so. But... yeah, like this is cool. That's a great pose right there. I don't know how you'd suspend this, but
yeah, I guess you'd have to use the stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold them up.
Hide your stands.
And then this was cool too.
That's good.
I like this because they literally can't pose Spider-Man either. He's just there, like
it's true to form.
Yeah,
right. Very on brand.
They literally took him off the display shelf and just put him in his arms. That's it.
But yeah, that's cool. You can have these moments like this.
Very cool.
Anyway, that is it for Hot Toys. Shall we continue along?
Let's move on.
Maybe talk about some Storm collectibles.
Yeah, let's go.
It's Stormwatch
Oh
2019.
God.
Will they react to the controversy of the blood?
Oh Jesus.
No, I don't know that they will, but they will
No,
show us what that blood effect is from, and that is
they didn't address that shit at all. So
they did not. Not
I
even an
don't.
issue.
Have they been a company in the past to even like interact openly with fans on anything
I
really?
don't know. You
At the
know.
cons, I think we've gotten some good interviews, right?
Yeah, but that's their like U.S. based representatives though. Like
Yeah.
I don't see them really like pretty interactive.
Well,
Hasbro's
they're
really interactive. Like
Well, I can't remember if these guys are English speakers because when I went to Toy Fair, and I was hanging out with a couple of people while they were still setting up, the Storm guys were there, and the person I was hanging out with was talking to him, but he wasn't talking to him in English,
okay,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
They're Chinese, right? It's a Chinese company.
Yeah, I think they're based out of
that's
Hong
based
Kong.
in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just an update for people. We had discussed the whole that Kenna Beams had suspected that they stole his blood effect, and it's possible that they did use his effect in a like a promo image or a pre-release image or something like that. But
Yeah.
then
Right.
they released the original images a couple days ago, basically, or the official images a couple of days ago, and the blood effects don't look anything like blood effects. And he had made a whole hoopla about it and started a social media campaign, I guess, which he then kind of backtracked on, and a bunch of his fans and followers started like attacking Storm Collectibles and whatever, whatever. And again, he didn't wait for Storm to, and he kind of just reacted, I guess. And but they never responded. They never said anything, and they just moved forward with whatever they were doing. And
I
now we have this Scorpion.
I wouldn't be surprised if because he was saying that he was trying to get in contact with him like through like emails and through like reps and stuff like that. And I
Mm-hmm.
honestly wouldn't be surprised if behind the curtain somebody did reach out to him and explain the situation, and that could explain the sudden 180 of his campaign where he said like come check like these effects, the ones that are so good that Storm themselves used in the promo, like
Mhm.
and I feel like that would like somebody probably like messaged him in private, like they'll never ever admit to it on social media for everybody to know,
Mhm.
but like somebody I could definitely see somebody messaging it to him and I was like, hey, like this is what happened, please don't talk about it, don't disclose any of this information, but this is what happened. And then with that information, he was like, all right, cool. The steam is like, he let go of some steam and he was like, all right, at least I got some acknowledgement. Let's move on to the next part and make the best out of a bad situation and then start with that new
That's a
beginning.
possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Because honestly, when I saw that when he put up that new thing, like, Bloodstorm effects or whatever he ended up calling him, I was like, wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's a really great move. If that was the energy from the jump, that would have been phenomenal.
Right. Nah, but he should have never said anything publicly. At least not so soon. If they totally ignored him throughout, he
Mhm.
never got anything back. Then that's one thing. But I mean, this image comes only after he went out publicly, or 2 weeks maybe. So I mean, patience, man.
Right.
Patience is a
It's
virtue.
possible
So.
that they even just used the image of his blood effects as like a mock-up. You know.
Could be. but
Hmm.
but then again, like, in putting myself in his shoes, in any customizer's shoes, you see a big company use something you made, you're like,
Right. Of course.
immediately knee jerk reaction, like, yo, what the hell? And then like
Right.
you're trying to get in touch with somebody, and then it. I can only imagine like a 24 hours probably felt like an eternity waiting for a fucking email from these guys.
Right.
And then he's just
No, for sure.
like, I guess these guys stubbed me, fuck him, and then to blast him on social media. So I see both sides of the story.
No doubt.
Everything that everybody's saying, I agree with, and different sides of the
Right.
spectrum for sure, 100%.
And I
This
feel
is
like
just us talking about it.
the people that weren't fucking with him still ain't gonna fuck with him, and the people that have been fucking with him ain't gonna stop. It hasn't really
Yeah, nothing's
hurt
moved.
either of them, you know.
Yeah, the needle has not moved at all.
There you go.
So more
Exactly what I'm saying.
importantly, basically, more importantly though, I've been a little disappointed with these head sculpts on Scorpion. They kind
Looks
of look shitty.
Yeah,
mad
so let's get
long.
into the Scorpion real quick because I'm of two minds about it. I love it. First of all,
I
this is
love
my
it.
Scorpion. This is the design of Scorpion that I grew up with because
Whoa.
I had MK Trilogy for
Decided to
N64
say
growing up, and
MK3,
that was
baby.
my first influence into Mortal Kombat. So this is the Scorpion I grew up with. So I am one of those people that's like that face is they've stylized it in a way that doesn't really match up with like the game model, but it matches up with Storm's overall design aesthetic.
Yeah. So
But
that
what's great
brand.
about the Scorpion overall is that this is another brand new entry point for anyone into this line. If anyone's been like, I can't get into Storm, especially not Mortal Kombat, because I already missed the Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and all the ninjas. It's too late to start. They are going to start from scratch now. After this, we are already getting Sub-Zero. We're getting the MK3 Sub-Zero that's sleeveless with the unmasked. And that's going to go great with this one. But then they can also give us the regular Sub-Zero. They can give us Rain. They can give us all the goddamn ninjas again.
Yeah.
And I think I might have to jump in. I don't know.
For sure.
It's going to be tough to backtrack and get a lot of stuff. But like,
Yeah,
this
I
is a
see
good
a lot
entry
of that
point into
stuff
the
going
line.
for buku
But at the
bucks.
same time, it's like, yeah, these faces are fucked up.
The skull.
I'm not sure what
face,
they were going for with that second mask.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
is,
one on the right, right?
It's
Yeah.
like it's
the
slipping
skull.
off.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just push it
And
up.
I like the mask that's more. It was like almost more. It looks like the one on the left, but a little more, tight, a little more form fitting. This one looks like an overlay on top of a mask.
Very true.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, is there a release date on this guy yet or no? I wouldn't imagine this is a first
I
showing.
think so. I believe this is due for general release in October with early release at San Diego.
Oh, San Diego.
Like they usually do.
Okay, well, this is final.
Yeah. So this will be at the Storm booth at SDCC, but it's not an exclusive.
Okay.
But you're saying it'll be there for purchase?
Yeah, it says early release, San Diego Comic-Con, full general release October.
That's pretty damn early. We took about July to October.
Yeah, that's usually how they do it though. They always have early releases at the con.
That's wild.
Maybe not. I mean, that's super early.
Yeah.
I think the thing that's the most jarring is like we're so used to see like this is the first time we've seen this figure, and we're used to like waiting like a period of 4 to 6 months, but then like available next month. Okay, that's why it's so jarring. To me.
In other angles it doesn't look as bad, but still, I don't know.
So let me ask: have they run through the gamut of characters from the original game already, or are they just kind of all over the place?
They haven't really done too many females, if any, right?
No, there's not one Mortal Kombat female. There's prototypes of females.
Right.
Really?
Okay. They haven't done Liu Kang yet. He's still prototype. I mean, all they've really have released for Mortal Kombat is the ninjas and all the colors, and the big ones, Shao Kahn and Goro.
And Goro, yeah.
And then we've still, have seen the cyber ninjas at the shows, but they're not released yet. And we've seen, the women and Liu Kang, but that's it.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys.
All right, well, they got a lot of.
What's that, Bo?
No, go ahead, Pete.
That's it. I was just saying that there's a lot of guys on the back burner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying.
As far as like what's out, it's just ninjas and big guys.
You got a lot of characters to pull from all these fucking games, so that's for sure. And designs, more. All right, so that was Storm. I guess we'll hear more from them as we get closer to SDCC. Even though we've just under a month out, actually. So
crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. The last thing I'll say about this Mortal Kombat thing is like Mortal Kombat is one of
that
those.
looks ridiculous.
This right here.
That looks bananas. It's one of those brands that that no matter when they put these figures out, all these legacy characters they'll sell no matter what. So there's really no rush to complete the roster for Mortal Kombat 1, although we may want it, but they themselves know that this line can survive on ninjas alone and repaints.
Right.
So
he comes with this uppercut blood effect as well.
that bothers me because the blood is facing the wrong way. And why is it coming out of his hand? Oh god! But like, I mean, it's coming out of his hand. That's true to the video games because the sprite would just be on the hand.
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
yeah, there you go.
So the axe alone is awesome. I love that. That's from one uppercut that he does.
Yep, that's the one uppercut when they were dabbling with weapons.
Yeah, I love it. I think this is gonna have to be. If I'm at San Diego, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get this.
Scoop me one too.
Yeah, we'll see.
God, the disrespect.
I just love, again, best part about this is you can jump in fresh to this line.
Yeah, for sure.
And that, but I mean, that Sub-Zero that they showed already is, I mean, that's Sub-Zero. I got to get that, and I'm obviously gonna have to get this to go with it.
Brother.
It is. You're right about that. New Cybot is Sub-Zero.
That's it. He sure is. Spicy lore.
Yeah. Have you played the new game, Pancho?
Yeah, I played a little bit of it. I didn't beat it, but I played a little bit of it.
I think to me the best Mortal Kombat game is still MK9, which is what a lot of these designs are based on. Mostly because it was just like a reboot of the series, you know. It was just like the first 3 games retold, but without getting into all this like time travel shit. But anyway, coming off of Storm. They showed more images of the Cammy that we talked about last week as well. So quick refresher. Last week we only had the teaser image. Here is the full figure.
Beautiful.
And I mean full figure.
Bam.
All right, so they've done a few Street Fighter females, but just not Mortal Kombat, huh?
Right.
Yeah. I think you know what? I like they get a lot of Storm gets a lot of criticism on their female faces, specifically that Chun-Li face for Street Fighter 5. And
what was wrong with it?
A lot of people just didn't really like it. They said it looked too like manly, or just it didn't look as aesthetically pleasing as some people would think it looked. I think it looks fine. Face looks great.
Okay.
Chun-Li is always
This looks so awesome.
Yeah, Chun-Li is always a total hottie no matter what. But I think this Cammy, her face is very anime inspired. Like everybody's face in Street Fighter is anime inspired.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that yeah, that's really great. But I think that they might just be holding off on MK because they really want to get that female like face sculpt right, especially because it's more grounded in like realism versus anime.
Mm-hmm.
So because I could see like a if they fuck up like a Sonya Blade or like a Katana or something like that, arguably some of the most popular like best looking women in Mortal Kombat, like there's almost no coming back from that. So I feel like they really want to nail it.
And how are they going to do though? Because they're not as thick side as this, you know.
Yeah.
These poses with the effects look great.
Yeah.
But it's worth noting that the stand is not included.
Really?
Yeah, it says right here.
Stand not included.
Are you kidding?
It also says on this one, the image is slightly different on the color than the actual product.
Interesting.
How could they not include a stand with something as extravagant as that? What?
It doesn't come with a stand, yeah. Usually, I mean, I've seen that they have these stands. It's the logo and it has like space for the accessories,
Yeah.
It's like a little box.
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah, but this one does not have one for some reason.
That's crazy.
That's weird.
All right. The scope looks great. The face looks feminine to me. It looks good.
Yeah, it looks great.
Cool. So that's Storm. Good stuff. We'll see them at San Diego. Let's move into what's next. Moving right along. Brisk pace.
Let's do NECA. NECA's next.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh god.
Here we go.
Settle in, boys.
Here we go.
This shit this week, huh?
They did, yeah. So not only did we get a new trailer for this movie.
Explain this to me. This is a new movie coming out?
Yeah. These are new figures based on Terminator Dark Fate.
What's the premise behind this Terminator?
It's the new Terminator 3. It takes place right after Judgment Day.
Yo, yeah.
The
That's
new
it.
Terminator 3. Okay,
Yeah. It's
so
what
this-
Halloween is to. It's what Halloween 2019
Yeah,
was to
basically.
Halloween
Okay.
1979. It's like it
All
ignores
right,
everything. It's a new direct sequel.
so Sarah Connor's character is her right age. She's aged quite a bit, right? But what's going
Yeah.
on with the
Yeah.
Arnold's character? Why is he
Well,
old?
we don't know. That's the mystery. I mean, here it has him listed as T800,
Yeah.
but I've read some spoilers online that got leaked because I don't think this is going to be a good movie, to be honest with you.
Whoa.
But I wasn't impressed with the trailer, and like on Reddit, someone had leaked a bunch of spoilers, and like that's why I say it takes place like literally right after Terminator 2 because it's they're gonna kind of like CGI composite some other kid to look like young John Connor for like the beginning of the movie before it like settles into this new older Sarah Connor and whatever.
Interesting.
And the speculation is that he's not even a T800. He's like the original like model for the T800.
What?
Yeah, he's not even a Terminator. He's like just the guy that the Terminator is based on. That's like one of the rumors, but it's not 100% confirmed.
Excuse me?
Crazy.
Yeah. Right?
Some random guy that really has no freaking dog in the fight, no nothing. Like
Well,
Yeah.
he's I'm sure somehow related
the
to
bad guys use your image for this like killer robot thing. Come help me.
well,
What
I
the
mean,
fuck?
I don't know.
What were you saying?
We don't know
He's
anything
somehow
about this
related to who? What do you think is going to happen with this guy?
Well, what's funny is they kind of did this plot line in the original Terminator 3 in Rise of the Machines, but it was the deleted scene where they had Arnold playing like some dude with an awful like John Wayne voice.
Oh Christ!
And he's like, I'm like, whatever. I'm training because I'm gonna be used as the template for the next like generation of whatever. And
Really?
it was awful. It was cut from the movie.
I wore the data off that DVD because I, as a kid, I loved that stupid movie, and I never
well,
saw
that's
that deleted
one of
scene. That's crazy.
That's one of the rumors. The other rumor is pretty inflammatory. It's pretty controversial, and I'm not even sure I want to say it because
Uh-oh.
it might even make you sour on this movie even more. And I'm not sure we want to lose the audience so quickly either.
Well, if we have guys that are in for it, they're used to a lot of shit, so you might as well.
That's right. I mean, to me, like I said, I was not impressed with this trailer. It looked to me like it's made with the same love and care that Genesis was.
I gotta check out the trailer. Wait, which one was Genesis? What was the story behind that one?
It's the one where Khaleesi played Sarah Connor, and it's that the Terminator like goes back in time to stop the events of Terminator 1, and so that creates like a new timeline. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was John Connor gets turned into a Terminator basically.
Yeah, he was fighting. We ended up realizing that he was a Terminator, right?
Right. Yeah.
I really kind of enjoyed that one, just for kind of sitting at home and watching it in special effects and shit like
Same
that.
here.
I know it
Yeah.
wasn't a great movie, but I kind of enjoyed that one though.
Guilty
Right.
pleasure.
I mean, that's exactly what it is, and it seems like this is kind of along that same line. Except it's like, how much more stretching could they do with like trying to fit, the premise of the Terminator into this? Like,
well,
this
let's
other
say-
plot in
let's-
particular is just gonna like.
Let's hear it. I want to hear it. I
You
want
want to hear it?
I want to hear.
Well, basically. All right. Only because I want to tell you though. So the rumor is that again, it picks up literally right after the end of Terminator 2. They're riding off into the sunset in Mexico, and then another Terminator comes and kills young John Connor.
Oh no, bueno. I don't
Right.
like
So
that.
So then this picks up 30 years later, and now there's a new, person fated to be like the future of the resistance, or like the mother of the resistance leader or whatever. And it's this girl. And so Sarah Connor has to like protect this girl now. And when they go see this Arnold, this is the Terminator that killed young John Connor in this movie. And after he killed him, he's lost his purpose, and now he's just like living out as an old man in a cabin.
Oh my god, that's so whack. What do they do with the old one? Like, what's he doing?
So he, like Terminator 2 happened.
Oh, okay.
I'm watching it. I'm watching the
this-
trailer right now in another window too. By the way,
Right.
I see.
The Terminator 2 happened, but then this one starts like where it picked up or where it ended, and then this Terminator shows up, kills young John Connor, and then the rest of the movie happens. And when we meet up with this Terminator again, he looks like this.
Interesting. You know what, man? That does sound whack. what a s- what a literal slap in the face to everybody who actually cares about this franchise. That's
Right, exactly.
it's like we were having a similar discussion when we were anticipating what Endgame could be, and like a lot of people were saying like, what if Tony's a Skrull? And I'm like, no, because that throws away all his character development. Not really the same Tony, not really the same character. This is the same thing. Like every single one of these T800s are different people. What? Like I have no
Right.
attachment to this new supposed T800.
Exactly.
When
This isn't the one that went into the lava, into the,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
steel mill, This is a new one that like shows up in a new time bubble
Yeah.
after they're like, all right, cool, Terminator 2's done, we're good, right?
Whack.
And then this happens. Yeah. I don't know, man.
So
I mean, I'm psyched that Linda Hamilton's coming back, and James Cameron's back as producer, but James Cameron's also quoted as saying that like he thinks Genesis is like the reinvigoration that the franchise needed.
Yikes.
And I don't know. I feel like Terminator's just kind of lost what
way.
makes it, unique. It's so like generic sci-fi now,
Yeah.
where like it really doesn't have the same like, genre defining characteristics that the original two had. I mean, the first one is like a straight up like noir horror movie,
Mhm.
It's literally called, I mean, that's why the club is called tech noir, because that's the genre of the movie.
Hell yeah.
And then the second one is just like the best sequel of all time, and it expands on every element from the previous one in like a logical next step. And it has one of, if you've never seen trailers, it has one of the best twists of all time, which is that Terminator Arnold's the good guy this time.
This time.
But then everything after that is like more, bigger, better, instead of like digging into the I don't know, the mythology, not mythology, like the real like psychology of it, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I'd like to see young John Connor like training to be the fucking leader of the resistance, or straight up just have like a future war movie.
Let's go.
But no.
Yeah, they could go the route of what the hell is that?
Salvation?
Star Wars movies. No, what's the Star Wars movie that was pretty much just like a war
Rogue
movie?
One.
Rogue One. Like I just watched the trailer. I don't know how I feel about it. I wouldn't go out to the movies to see it, but again, it would be some cool shit to watch on Plex or something. I guess
it's cool that the guy that plays Ghost Rider on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is the new Terminator.
No shit.
Oh, that's who that is?
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's Gabriel Luna. He's a comic writer too, actually.
Really?
No way.
Yeah, I guess my comic shop owners are like friends with him or something. Should try to.
LA motherfucker that says he does a whole bunch of shit.
That's true. He just needs credits, bro. Don't we all?
But these figures look nice though.
Yeah, if nothing else, this works out great for NECA because they don't have to pay these actors again for the likenesses, because it's either included in the studio deal, because they've got a long running deal with Fox.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either included with that, or like they already have done figures of these people before, so it could just like extend out of that. So it's nothing but win-win for them. It's what they're good at. It's guns. It's tactical gear. It's people in like clothing. I mean, this Arnold's gonna have double jointed elbows for sure.
Are these their ultimate figures for these or what?
I don't think that they'll be ultimates. They'll be like, not in branding, but in articulation. Yeah, I mean, they're still gonna have alternate heads and lots of weapons. It just won't be like the nice, window box with the flap and everything.
Gotcha.
Probably be more like, regular NECA boxes now.
Yeah, well, from these promo images, the likeness is surely there.
People are really stoked on the likenesses.
Good luck.
That Arnold looks great, man.
Yeah, he does.
I can't
How
wait
the
to
fuck
pose
old is
a guy.
Arnold Schwarzenegger right now? 70 something?
Yeah, he's got to be like 60 something, 70 something.
Let me look that shit up.
I'm gonna
say
buy this
60.
figure, and I'm gonna pose somebody drop kicking him in the back. It's gonna be the greatest photo ever.
Yeah, he's 71.
71, damn.
Hell yeah.
72 this month.
Happy
I'm
birthday.
sorry, in July. Excuse me. Next month.
Wow. The Governator, baby.
July 30th, 1947.
California.
So that's Terminator Dark Fate.
Dark Fate.
Moving on, they revealed a while back that they're going to be doing an Ultimate Jason based on Freddy versus Jason.
Whoa. The
Yeah,
back catalog.
that's right. One of the later ones. I mean, a lot of people, this is kind of their image of Jason because not everyone remembers that he wore like a fucking green
Yeah.
shirt and khakis. You know?
Look at the thickness of the soles of the boot. What is
Oh,
going on?
dude, you're right. He's got
Yo.
What the
lifts,
fuck's going on there?
bro. He's got lifts.
Oh my
What?
god. Yo, this is like straight George Costanza territory where he wore those Tims to the wedding.
Bro, it
What's
looks
the
like
deal with that?
it looks like Adam Sandler's little friend in Eight Crazy Nights.
Oh,
It
Christ.
looks like one of those platform shoes you would wear if one of your legs is not as long as the other.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Shit,
I think it's
man.
because maybe this actor wasn't as big as like other Jasons or something.
Well, they don't have to
I mean,
sculpt the
They
lips.
could just make him bigger. What the fuck?
Yo, I can't believe that's
It's
so
screen
funny.
accurate, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's...
Nah, that can't be right, bro.
Dude, that's crazy. I wonder if someone's pointed that out.
Someone
That is
has
nuts.
to. We cannot be the
Dude.
first people.
It's so visible.
That
It
is
dominates this figure.
It really does.
Yo, this teddy bear accessory though, that's cool.
They're very cool.
It's not enough to make me buy this shit.
There are no balloons.
Yeah, no balloon.
So
No alternate hands either.
Uh-oh. All the money
Yeah,
went
so-
into the shoes. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, man.
I'll tell you what, this guy will be somebody's homeless person in the alley somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Yo, the
Oh, and
only
he comes
shoes
with
he
this,
could afford.
this machete flame accessory.
It's
So
got
we
the
did.
flaming
We
sword.
talked about this a while back. The only new update on it now is the box.
Okay.
Ooh, that's the box, all right.
Yeah, that screams 2002 or whatever year that movie
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah, this is like some mid
2005.
2000s there. And
That's
then
crazy.
final thing from NECA. I guess I'll have to go into their Twitter to get something else, but they posted more in-package photos of their Alien 3 creature pack.
That's cool.
Yeah, which Boog, like I said, you're gonna want an army build because look at all these Rottweilers.
Hell yeah.
You get a full Rottweiler with this.
But do
Really?
they move? Is the neck articulate?
The head moves.
Oh, that's all that matters.
Well, I guess Rottweilers are pretty fucking big dogs anyway. So even though this is like 7-inch scale stuff, it should work,
It
right?
works. Yeah, works, baby.
I'm trying to find more pictures of it. Oh yeah, here we go.
They released this Rottweiler before though, right?
But it
They
had
did the
human
body.
heads.
Yeah, with the weird like.
Oh, that's right. That's right. All right. So you actually get a regular one. Got it.
Right. And then one of the heads has some like face hugger damage on it.
Whoa.
Mhm.
Kind of neat.
Battle damage pupper.
Yeah, I'd definitely be down for that. That'd be nice for a little like that's guarded by your dogs there,
Yeah.
something like that. That's a lot of cool ideas you could do with those with the Rottweilers. That's cool.
Dogs.
Speaking of which, you guys
$25.
John Wick 3, right?
I have
No.
not seen John Wick 3 yet.
I
Okay,
haven't-
all right,
I
yeah.
haven't
I'm
seen
just
either.
thinking about the with the German Shepherds again. I just
Oh,
really
yeah.
enjoyed that whole bit.
Oh, you need some of those for John Wick now, yeah, for sure. Even though the Mezco John Wick's gonna come with a dog too.
It's not gonna
He is.
be you're not gonna be able to move though.
Nope.
Yeah, that won't even be able to move in the head, I don't think.
Okay, cool. I was getting this one confused with the Mezco one because I know we spoke about dogs earlier.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
All right, that's tight.
yeah, that
cool.
is pretty cool, isn't it? And then one more thing, I believe. This is starting to hit now, which is the Lab Escape Fugitive Predator.
Got to get
This
that
is the one with
predator
the
money
LED.
coming in.
You know what I mean? You're gonna want it for the light up head though,
That's cool.
which you can swap onto any other Predator.
That is very cool.
Looks like NECA is posting some teasers of something at San Diego Comic-Con. By the way, the Laurie Strode is hitting as well, so if you're a Halloween collector, Laurie Strode is in hand for most people now.
Doug is out here typing 80 words a minute right now.
I know, man. He's replying to somebody about the Can of Beams thread.
I'm
Lord.
I'm adminning right now too. This guy's like responding to every comment and bumping his shit, his shot to the top
Right.
every time. But he doesn't know because he's no. So it's
There
all
you
good.
go. It's all good.
Okay, here we
Getting
go.
his wings.
We talked about the Sam. We talked about the rest of their exclusives. So I guess the only really new thing is I guess they teased this today.
Uh-oh.
This is potentially a tease of San Diego Comic-Con reveals. And I mean, I've got some ideas, but
Let's hear it. What's the idea?
well, none of them are appropriate for our audience.
Uh-oh.
Let me see. I'm gonna look through the replies and see if anyone has some ideas.
My interest is piqued. Yeah, that's literally what I thought too.
Could be that. It's a tough one. Killer Clowns from People really want Killer Clowns from Outer Space for some reason.
Cult classic,
Why?
baby.
I don't know.
It is a cult classic, I guess.
Usually some people have their finger on the pulse and can guess pretty well. But I
Oh,
don't
well,
know.
what are we discussing though? They did a teaser for it or something?
They did a teaser and it looks like this.
Oh, I'm digging that guy sleuthing out that King Ghidorah back there.
Right?
Okay, so they think that's those like cocoon pod things?
Maybe. I don't even
Yeah,
know.
like there's no
Yeah.
context to what this is.
They're just like, hey, here's this. What do
Yeah,
you
scroll
think?
back up. What was that pink? Those pink things? Wasn't that from the movie? Somebody was alluding to that there. I know that wasn't their image. That was something that somebody posted, right?
Yeah, that wasn't.
What the hell is this? Looks like a Game Boy
I
Advance
vaguely
commercial.
remember this movie. Didn't the clowns come out of some like cocoon things or some shit?
Yeah, it's not Killer Clowns from Outer Space though. People just really want it to
Okay.
be.
All right.
Could it be
This is
like,
one of the guys.
something from like maybe Ninja Turtles, like the arcade line, maybe?
Maybe. I don't know.
It looks like cartoonish. That's the only thing I'm
Yeah, it
thinking
looks
of.
like this is the handle for something, and then this is like a weapon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows?
I feel like there's something turned around too, or
Yeah.
something.
Fabio, whose hand is that? Who do you the expert?
That's probably Chris Longo.
This fucking guy.
I mean, based on his desk and the stuff he's got on here, and the
There you
position, like they all have custom
Oh
stuff on
my
their desk,
God.
right? You know.
Incredible. That looks like my desk right now, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know what this could be. People are just they do their teases, you know.
Anyone recognize this? You know damn well nobody recognizes that shit.
And it's good to know that Zack Ryder has his 7-inch Turtles in hand already. He has the Splinter set.
Ultimate
Zack
Shell.
Ryder.
He's a wrestler.
Yeah.
Oh, Zack Ryder is a
Yeah,
wrester, you said?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like
he's from Long Island.
he very famously does like he has like a YouTube channel and he's the guy that debuted these 7-inch Turtles too. He's the first guy to do an unboxing.
Oh,
and
right. I
whatever.
remember you guys mentioning him. Okay.
Yeah, he's got a quote on the back of the box actually.
No shit, that's pretty tight.
How the fuck is he so special?
Because he's a
'Cause he's
WWE
a
All-Star.
wrestler. He's a superstar, and he's just like a huge toy collector,
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
like massive. Like this is his display case.
Imagine how cool that must be to like both like him and Randy like both mutually like are like each other, like what they do and stuff like that. And then especially for Randy, like you like wrestling and then you meet like these WWE guys and then you find out one of them is like a huge fan and then you guys like, you know, bug out about stuff together and then you strike some sort of cool deal and you know that's great. That's really cool.
Man, whatever setup he's got here, it's fantastic because it fits this whole fucking Dio here perfectly between like the studs for the stands and everything.
This honestly just looks like a store display. Like this is this is a kiosk from some store.
Black light and everything, and no bootlegs. He's got the OG Turtles.
That's right. Doesn't come out smelling like toxic plastic.
Right.
Basically.
He's got one of the craziest vintage wrestling figure collections. He spends like thousands on like pre-release Hasbro molds from like
that's
80s
the dream.
figures.
That's the dream.
Speaking of wrestling shit, did you pick up that Ronda Rousey?
No, I didn't. I think Rick said he did though.
Okay.
Rick
I'd like to know what he thinks about that.
Yeah,
I've seen it around. I've seen it around for sure. I've seen it in
It
hand.
looks good. I mean, it looked great when we saw it at wherever the fuck we were that we saw it. Where was that last? Was that Toy Fair? Yeah, I think it was Toy Fair where I saw it in person.
So yeah, Laurie Strode's hidden. That's about it for NECA. Let's take a look at this Laurie real quick. She looks pretty good in hand.
Well, that hair is pretty high up.
Yeah, that forehead is crazy.
Doesn't look bad from that angle, but sheesh.
That looks better.
That does look better.
That looks pretty accurate. It's the
Oh,
part. It's the way the part is that makes
Yeah.
her
Yeah.
head look misshapen and
This
odd.
one's so misshapen. It looks so weird. It looks like she's missing part of her
looks,
skull.
looks like a fucking oil painting, dog. I don't.
Right? Looks like the evil painting from It. Like,
Word,
Yeah, for
word.
sure. Oh damn.
you know, speaking of Stephen King, It, and horror, did you guys see the Doctor Sleep trailer?
Whoa, no.
Yeah,
What?
they're doing an adaptation of the book sequel to The Shining, but
Oh,
it also
yeah.
acts like a sequel to the movie The Shining.
I did hear a bunch of people talking about that. It makes
It's
more
got,
sense that the way you're explaining it because I've heard of I don't want a sequel to The Shining.
Right. No, it's not. It's not a sequel to like Kubrick's version of The Shining. It's an adaptation of the book. And obviously they like use visual cues from the movie.
Yeah.
They
Well,
use its iconography.
if we ever get a sequel to The Shining, I want just as many space moon landing conspiracy theories
Right.
embedded
it goes
into
without
that
saying.
film as possible. Now you'll notice the Native American statue is pointing west. Incredible.
Well, you know, it's not a Kubrick film, so it's got someone else all
That's
over it.
Can you imagine that director trying to bake in some shit that he covered up? Incredible. Oh god.
I'm gonna move into some Mattel real quick because
Yeah.
I've got no
No doubt.
segue away from that. And they've revealed their con exclusives as well.
Any more memes?
We talked about, of course, we talked about the sweet meme figure
Oh
of
god.
Slim Jim Macho Man.
Yeah, let me
Snap
tell you.
into it.
I told my coworkers about this. These guys don't fuck with figures in the slightest, and every single one of them said I would buy this. Like no question, I would buy this. Incredible.
Well, that goes without saying. But this is something interesting because, you know, as we know, like Masters of the Universe has kind of been with Super 7 for a couple of years now, which is, you know, they continued the Masters of the Universe classic line from Mattel, and they did the Filmation versions and all that stuff. You know, they did the Ultimate releases. They, you know, revisited the line and revitalized it. But it seems like Mattel is like going back and also wanting to do Masters of the Universe now, but they're doing their own like brand new line, and it's starting with this 2-pack at San Diego, and this is now called Masters of the Universe Origins. And what's interesting about it is that it's in the same scale as the vintage figures, but with new articulation schemes and accessories.
Interesting.
They look like shit.
They do. They 100% do.
Come on now. There's got to be like 80-year-old men working at Mattel because they refuse to like step into the fucking millennia. I don't know
Yeah,
what they're
dude.
doing over there, man.
That's all it is. I feel like this is their attempt to try to get like kids to like Masters of the Universe again. Kids are not
No,
going
but
to.
What?
kids not fucking with this.
No, there's no new Masters fans being born other
Yeah.
than like the children of Masters fans, and even they're like sick of dad shit, you know. But like, you're not gonna get a new audience with Masters. You have to just keep the same audience you've had for 30 years, and this is how you lose that audience.
That's crazy.
So I mean,
Yeah, this is
it's
stupid.
cool because, you know, you're getting new adaptations of you know, your same old classic characters.
Yeah, they
getting new
definitely don't have
articulation.
any. They don't have any young people in their boardrooms or in their
No.
in these pitch meetings or whatever. It might not even be any pitch meetings. They might just be making the decisions like, yeah, this is the new hot shit. No, bro, you got to look at what the other fucking toy companies are doing. They're not doing this Mego shit. What is this?
Yeah,
This is
this is. I mean, these are 5.5-inch figures. These are not a scale that anybody works in anymore. This is like, again, the Masters scale from back in the day, but just with new articulation.
I don't even feel like diehard Masters fans care about this shit. Like,
Right.
come on.
They're like, I got to buy the same thing again, but now it's like, I got to start over, you know? And it's based on the mini comic, so that's why he's got the blue vest and all that stuff. But, you know.
Yeah, get this out of here.
You know, the mini comic. We all know
The
about
mini, come on, look at that. Look at this beautiful foil on his sleeves.
Yeah.
What is
Look at
that, velvet? Yeah, he looks fucking Asian right there, bro.
He really
Yeah.
does.
Like the classic face,
This is
too.
this is a stunt double.
The packaging's the best part of this.
He's Asian and high as shit.
Right. And The packaging's kind of cool because you get, like the one bubble and some comic elements, and then when it,
Well,
hey,
around this time, people will get this shit just to flip it.
right, exactly.
Can you imagine? God.
And there's the Power of Gray Skull 2-pack. I don't know how much it is. I think it's $40. I
It's
guess
too
you could
much.
do worse for $40
Yeah, we spending too much time on this bullshit. Bye.
for sure.
Bye.
But how about some more time on this bullshit? Because this is their new 6-inch Batman box set.
Oh,
Brand new molds, which they're giving you 4 of right off the bat.
here.
And it's here. You want it? You want new molds? Take them. It is the 80-page giant Batman.
I
Which
see
is
these
based on, like,
shits.
the
I
comic.
see stuff like this literally everywhere. Like these big ass packs of Batman. Like who buys
Yeah.
this?
But these are 6-inch, quote unquote, like multiverse style figures.
Okay. Very
This is
cool.
really like their last throws of the multiverse line, I guess.
Yeah, I'm good.
When are they switching? When is this whole thing switching over to McFarlane?
McFarlane, I think 2020.
Okay, that's their last hurrah. Then I bet.
Pretty much. I mean, if nothing
Make
else.
Mattel
keep it in
great
box.
again.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even notice that this was translucent. That's kind of neat.
No, it's not, Fabian.
They're fine, kind of
I'm
neat.
really reaching over here, dude. I'm at a cherry picker.
This,
I mean, it's in time for Pride Month, I guess.
I guess.
I was just about to say, was that strategic marketing right there?
I am so sick of Batman trying to push his agenda on
Oh
us.
Jesus Christ!
Urgent flagging.
This costume has been around before, right? I'm sure
yeah.
it has. I've
I
seen
feel
this
like the-
costume before.
I feel like the colors are off though, because it's not even like in sequence.
Yeah,
It's like
it sure is.
fucking. It's not Roy G. Biv. It's like a big pup. Oh,
Yeah, crazy.
I don't know.
This is definitely like a suit from.
Wait,
the
what was that
60s.
acronym? I don't think I ever heard that.
Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, they really like set the bar really high with with Macho Man, and that's
They
just gonna carry
really
it.
did, man.
I mean, I guess the Hot Wheels one's kind of neat too, but you got to be into that.
Yo, let me tell you. Last night I was at
Hot,
work. Let me.
Hot Wheels people is on another level.
Yeah, let me tell you.
you.
Somebody called me last night at work. They're all like, "Hey, did you guys get you guys get any new Hot Toys in today?" And I'm like,
Hot Wheels, you mean?
"Yeah, my bad, Hot Wheels." And I'm like, maybe. He goes, "Okay, there's this series called Chrome and Satin. Maybe I don't know what the fuck it was called." And they're like, do you have the chase? Do you have the car 4 out of 6 in the chase? And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like we get a whole bunch. I'll check for you. And I was like, okay. Granted, I have never picked up a Hot Toy, a Hot Wheels in my life to like really examine it. Like maybe when I was like a kid and like I begged my parents for this 50-cent Hot Wheels. He still said no. But like I'm picking it up, never read a Hot Wheels package in my life. And I'm like, all right, what information am I looking for here? Like there's a bunch of cars here on the rack, but like what do I look for? And then like this guy like took me through the entire step. I got a crash course, no pun intended, of Hot Wheels package identifiers. And then the best thing was like, all right, do you have the chase? And I was like, I don't know, man. Like, what's the chase? And he's like, it's a car shaped like a toilet. I'm like, what? And he goes, yes, the packaging should say, and he like describes the packaging. And I'm like, yeah, I got a car that's shaped like a toilet in my hands right now. I can guarantee you this is it. And he's like, yeah, but does it say this? And I was like, dude, I have a toilet car in my hand. I'm willing to bet you my next paycheck this is the car you're looking for. And then he's like, all right, cool. My name's Charlie. Can you put my name on it? I was like, tight. That's it.
Then he came in and it wasn't the right car.
No, I don't know. I don't have no idea. That's somebody else's problem. That's not my problem.
Right. All that to say that this Hot Toys, or fuck, I did it too. This Hot Wheels exclusive. It's like $25, and it has like the shield from Batman, where he puts
Interesting.
the shield on the Batmobile.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, and Hot Wheels collectors are definitely another level, man. I was at a swap meet, and I was just texting somebody, and I was looking at like coincidentally a Batmobile Hot Wheels. This is when I was like trying to do some multi-scale display or whatever. And I was like, this looks pretty cool. And then my friend texts me and I'm texting it. And then the owner of like the table is all like, then he's talking to his friend. He's like, we got this guy over here checking eBay prices. I'm all like, whoa, relax, man. I'm just texting my friend about what do you want to eat, man? Like, he's like, no, I think you're checking out eBay prices. He's like, trust me, it's priced accordingly. And I was like, all right.
He acted like he was a scorned girlfriend or some shit.
I know.
You know what they're doing on your phone and shit.
Gatekeeper over here. Jesus Christ.
I think the last bit of news is that the next assortment of multiverse, likely like the last one, and it's based on Batman's 80th anniversary.
Cool.
Scheduled for release in July. There's no images, but the lineup includes Katana, Batman, or Dick Grayson as Batman.
Whoa.
Tim Drake as Red Robin. Yum. Jake Todd as Red Hood.
Okay.
I'm just saying that because he looks good in the costume.
I bet.
Alfred Pennyworth.
Cool.
The Beast. I'm not sure who that is.
Ooh, who's
And
the Beast, baby?
with a collect and connect of Killer Croc.
Collect and connect.
A
God.
Killer Croc collect and Killer Croc.
And it's the same body molds too, right? Same sculpts that they've been using, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, most likely the newer ones, like whatever that last Superman they did.
Oh, that's weird.
No pictures. An assortment.
I want to see what that Batman looks like because that's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite like arcs in the Batman comic when Dick Grayson was Batman and then Damian was Robin. That was really great. I really like that.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Oh, and Carlos Arhan is correcting me in the chat. He says that the Beast is actually KG Beast, which makes sense. They're not just gonna go ahead and put KGB on the packaging. I don't know which Killer Croc logo. We don't know what any of these look like. We don't have any pictures.
Night Walker with a line in the sand. I don't buy DC trash.
Right.
Wow.
I don't know. Parvinder nailed it. He's like, 80th anniversary figure is going to be just as whack as the 75th anniversary.
Oh, man. That's great.
I mean, really, it goes to show you, in those 5 years, they haven't learned anything.
No.
Yeah, for sure.
It's been a pretty long 5 years. There's been a lot of innovations, and Mattel was not in the conversation. But I'll tell you where the conversation is shifting.
Uh-oh.
That's towards this Mezco 112 Collective Gomez Street Edition.
Ooh.
This one's crazy.
Which you can go ahead and take this message from him directly because it's sold out. If you want to get one, your answer. Couple things about this. It is their first exclusive that they've revealed for the summer exclusives. John Wick does not count. John Wick was like just a Mezco exclusive. This is their first in their summer exclusives lineup. Mm-hmm. So what's cool about that is that the pre-orders went live on, I think, Wednesday morning.
Yeah, well, morning for Cali people. I guess it was about 1 o'clock Eastern time, or 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, 1 Eastern, 10 Pacific, and sold out in about 45 minutes, which is about average. People weren't fighting with the website quite as much as John
How
Wick.
was your experience checking out though?
So I had kind of a unfortunate experience, but it wasn't as bad as some people.
Was it as bad as the first Gomez?
No. First Gomez, I couldn't get through the website at all.
Good.
This one I was able to get through the website, but after I check out through PayPal, and after it went to the PayPal website and then redirected me back to Mezco to finish the take me to the confirmation page, it instead took me back to my accounts page with all of my previous Mezco orders, but the new Gomez order wasn't there. So I gave it a couple of minutes, obviously not too long as this shit sells out, and then I just I typed in on Facebook real quick to see if anyone was having this problem. So a couple people did, and I was like, all right, well, I'll try again. It went through exactly the same the second time. It brought me to a confirmation page, though, except it had taken the points from my rewards points from the first purchase. So even though the first purchase didn't go through and I didn't get a receipt for it, it still used my points.
Wow.
So
man.
I had to just like call customer service and get those points back. And a bunch of people were having that problem, but like I only lost like, I don't know, $8 in points. Some people lost like 75, like the price of the figure and everything.
Well, are they going to reimburse you with that or no?
Yeah, they'll reimburse.
Oh,
I'm
good.
sure enough people are having this problem. Well, they'll just give everyone a hotline or whatever, or you just got to call customer service. I didn't want to do it immediately because I figure a lot of people are gonna like
Yeah, you
fucking
don't want to.
hound them on this first couple days.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, yeah, it sold out in about 45 minutes, which is pretty average. It wasn't an open pre-order like John Wick was, so this was like
What
under
do
a
you
limited window.
What do you mean by open pre-order? For those who don't know.
Well, the John Wick was also an exclusive, but instead of it being like a certain amount of quantities went up for sale,
Mhm.
and then once that number was reached, it was sold
Okay.
out.
All right. Okay.
Instead, what they did with John Wick is they just left the pre-order open for like 2 days
to see
and
how
then
many people
closed
wanted
it.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly, and then it'll just they'll put out as many as are ordered.
Very cool. That
and
makes sense.
So this was just a regular timed exclusive, so you just had to like get it before it sold out.
Mm-hmm.
But people are speculating that this is going to be on sale at STCC, though, right?
Yeah, it is. It's going to be at their booth too.
Well,
That'll be the early release, but the regular release will be in, I think.
Yeah, they said it's going to ship after the con.
Right. Okay.
We don't know if there's a regular version of this. Like with the Agent Gomez, there was the Toy Fair version that the press got, which was then put up as a site exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
That sold out, and then they put up a second open pre-order, just like that John Wick, for a second version of Agent Gomez with different accessories, or not like accessories for the figure, but like different things packed in when you order it, like a comic book or something.
Mm-hmm.
So this is so far just the one release. We haven't seen if they're gonna like do a second retail version or whatever. But what's cool about it is that it's the street edition. So he's got more like street clothes. He's got the same boombox that opens up and it's got a gun inside, and he's got this like army jacket, which apparently is gonna have some fabric stickers, so you can put like different patches on it.
Oh, really? Oh, that's pretty dope.
Be able to customize your army jacket.
And they didn't drop these. Well, I guess that's how they normally do it, but they didn't drop these photos until the day. Until the day that it went up. But, yeah.
Like we knew. I think I even said it on the last show. Is that we knew that their exclusives were going to start to get announced. We just didn't have any silhouettes like we did years before. So you just had to
the same. Looks like the same hands and sneakers, but they've got looks like some new jeans or new denim. They look more fitted, and
they've got
I wish that on Logan were more form fitting like these. I had said that on Instagram. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, he's got some like joggers on. He's got some texturing and stuff right here. Fancy. I like that it's a street edition because he's literally got like streetwear on.
Yeah, they look like designer jeans though.
Exactly.
Like some, yeah,
with the striped shirt. I mean, he looks like he's shopping at Urban Outfitters.
I don't really like the striped shirt, but it's but I'm not mad at it. I'm not,
I think it goes
good
with
my notes
sneakers,
Yeah, I mean it matches, but I don't know. I guess I kind of would have preferred just a different type of shirt, but I see a lot of people already to change this over into somebody else, basically.
Yeah, I mean, so many options with this for sure. It's literally the reason to get extra options.
Pretty much.
I mean, here he's fighting against a bunch of other like agent versions of Gomez with the skull heads, which is pretty cool.
That's it.
There's the green katana. We've seen some of these accessories, like you said. Some of them are new to this, like the hoverboard.
I think they recolor. Yeah, the hoverboard was something that they talked about in the last Gomez release, and everybody's like,
"Yeah, where the fuck's the hoverboard?
Where the fuck's the hoverboard? Right."
And then the eyes on this one are like pearlescent purple instead of black, like the agent. Cool.
It's another jacket on him too.
Yeah, he's got a windbreaker too.
Beautiful.
And a red kind of pinkish skull mask as well, called skull head. I'll get to the full accessory spread. He's got a white, like realistic ant head. But what I like about it is that it's got like a David Bowie kind of like paint job to it.
That is cool.
And then this green one is crazy.
A lot of vibrant colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. I don't really care about all of that shit, but it's cool. it's still cool.
You know,
Yeah,
this
I mean,
this gives me like a very heavy Watchdog 2 vibe.
for sure.
Fabio, yeah. Watchdog
Just
2, Watchdog 3.
Watch Dogs Legion.
Yeah. Now, does that scarf come with it? Scarf looks
It
awfully
does, yeah,
GPS lot to me. No way. Holy
totally.
shit.
Yeah, it's. I'll get to
That's
the
the same
exact
scarf
description.
that came with the Ronin Wolverine.
The Ronin
Oh,
Logan. Yeah.
very cool. Yeah, this
There's
seems
no.
like a really. This seems to me like they just had like a lot of fun with this release. They get to like reuse a bunch of stuff that they had probably laying around and really maximize the amount of profit they can make with it, while at the same time delivering a really cool product for a lot of people. Waitlist, baby.
It's waitlisted right now. It was sold out, so they must have canceled some orders. I would suggest anyone who wants this to go ahead and join the waitlist. There's a pretty good chance that you might actually get a piece.
Do you need the NDR to go on the waitlist as well, or no?
Possibly.
Okay.
No, I think the waitlist only charges. Oh, wait, no, yeah, no, it does. Wait, no. I'm sorry. A second correction. Waitlist orders do not require a
There we
non-refundable
go.
deposit.
Heard here
Yeah,
first.
you
So
said
no
NDR,
risk.
you
Just
mean
join the
NRD.
wait.
Yeah, I meant NRD. My bad.
Yeah. Go ahead and join the waitlist. There's no risk. They'll only charge you if you actually like get put through.
Yeah.
And I've heard a lot of stories of people like joining waitlist and just like people have the figure in hand and they're all bummed because like, oh man, I got waitlisted, and then their order comes through. It happens all the time.
That happened with my Batman, my Mezco Batman, the Batfleck.
The Nightmare.
No, just like the regular ass Batfleck, I believe.
Okay.
I joined the waitlist for that, and then
So
Man.
a couple things. Here's the accessory spread.
packed.
Absolutely packed. What an absolute unit
Exactly.
of accessories.
I'm
So
assuming that the boombox will break down and open up for you to put the rifle in there again, huh?
For
Right.
sure. Yeah.
and a couple other things that I think are cool is the blast effects have a color to them now,
Very
Hmm.
cool.
red and blue. And I think it's meant for the ray gun right here, which is called the Cosmic Pea Shooter.
Great.
Yeah, I mean you can put the blast effect on the other gun too, though. But yeah.
Right. You can put it on anything, but we've gotten plenty of like yellow regular bullet effects.
Hmm.
This is the first time we've seen them like this. And then, like I said, the David Bowie kind of pattern, because he's got like, I don't know why they're not showing it. It's like 3/4,
Yeah,
but it's got
weird.
like a lightning bolt over the eye, and then the eye is a different color as well, like Bowie's was.
Pretty cool.
So a little Ziggy Stardust like tribute there, which is kind of cool. And then
Nice.
if you noticed on this picture, his jacket is brown, but on the rest of these, it's green. It's been confirmed that it is green.
Interesting.
Okay.
I honestly would have preferred the brown.
Nah, I think the green is better. It gives it a more sort of like army sort of
Wow.
vintage like army jacket type of vibe.
Yeah, like a bomber jacket.
By myself on this, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
That could just be the New York City in me.
Could be.
Want a fucking army jacket.
And someone that Nightwalker wants to know, is the hoverboard magnetized? It is. It does attach to his feet via magnets.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they had mentioned that on the previous release too. So again, everybody just had fucking question marks over their head, like, where's this hoverboard?
Right.
And,
Yeah, that's the thing, is that they kind of like just put it out, and then everyone's left to discover a lot of these little features when they get it in hand.
Yeah, that instruction. The one time you want to read the instruction manual, there's no instructions in it.
Yeah. I think what's really cool, it doesn't say it here either, but it has the little sticker sheet, like I said, and then right here on the bottom it says backpack, removable scarf, and windbreaker not shown. So that
Damn.
black hooded jacket, the red
Yeah.
scarf, and the backpack that he wears, like right here, which I think is cool because it's an actual like cloth straps backpack.
Yeah.
It's not like a rubber, whatever.
It's nice.
Oh shit. And then
Oh.
another reason I think they were effective in selling this, especially a character, I mean really no character, it's their mascot, is that this one was actually like in-hand photos instead of how it's usually like, Photoshop pre-release images.
Yeah. Tangible
So here's the
shit.
back. That's right, tangible set.
Hey, well, not to toot my own horn, but when the first one dropped, I was definitely the first one to put out a review on this figure too. I
yeah.
think that I think that me and Darius is probably the only ones that had reviews up for like a little while originally when it first dropped, and I think a lot of people got hip to the figure from those reviews though. So
For
Right.
sure. No question.
And speaking of Darius, he did in fact do the photos for this figure.
Very nice.
So that's another reason why
I
I would
heard
say
people mention that, which is a big look. And yo, like a month or so back, I said don't talk about this guy, but this is fucking news, and I know a lot of people were taken aback by that because they think that everybody in the long and shit like that. But yo, some people just don't fuck with each other. But if it's one thing about me, I'm always forward and candid about shit, but I never hate. So it's just a great look for him. Regardless, it's really cool that he got to do that.
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
great move
again,
for.
it really makes a difference because the set, by the way, which is a real tangible set, was done by Crashbox Customs on Instagram. He's a really good dial maker,
Oh no shit, that's crazy.
and it's a
Wait,
really
what'd you say? Say that again.
the dio was made by Crashbox Customs
Oh, okay.
on Instagram. And I'm looking for like a good picture of the dio.
I wonder if he had to go to like their studio and shoot, or if they just sent him the shit and he just did his own thing at his crib or whatever.
Yeah, I'm curious about that too. But I was gonna say that's why I really like these images as well, is because he has what is basically going to be the final product in hand. You know, it's not like
Mm-hmm.
we're not getting a bait and switch like with a lot of Mezco's pre-release images.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably told him to wait until whenever to drop a review or whatever, though. So he'll
Right.
probably be the first one with an official review, though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, if anything, like this is a great look for everybody wins in this for sure. It's like it's a great look for tangible photos, like because dude, so many times when we
Mm-hmm.
see promos for these figures, like it's so obviously photoshopped, and because it's photoshopped, you don't know
Yep, yep.
what aspect of the figure is real or if it's just altered in the
Mm-hmm.
image. But like, there's just like a soul to
If
to these images that
if
you
it's
know
Even going back to the previous version of it, it's a huge difference.
for sure.
and if there's one thing you know
It's
about Darius is he can pose his ass off. So
Yeah.
he really pushed that figure to the limit, and that wasn't no fluke. He was really pushing that shit to the limit and
Mhm.
posing that shit. So
Yeah, what you see is what you get for sure.
it accomplishes a lot of the same stuff. Better.
yeah, you can look at these fucking images in comparison to the other ones, though. Yeah, they wasn't trying to really test the limits of his articulation. I see.
Mhm.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a very posable buck, and that's why a lot of us have been hoping for that buck to be the base for John Wick or for
Yeah.
any suited characters that they're
Yeah,
going to
really.
put out thereafter. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
If anything, honestly, at this point, you just take your John Wick head and you put it on this body
Yeah, honestly.
with the suit.
basically, yeah. I mean, you'd have to, fudge it a little bit and keep the sleeves
Mhm.
covering his wrist and neck and shit like that.
Yeah.
Gomez does work perfectly for a brown character, though. Like if you put the T'Challa head on him and shit like that, it's damn near perfect. Even though the neck is sort of like buggish, you could still fudge it. It still looks good. So
You can just put a new neck on him.
That's true.
yes, you could swap out the neck. Yeah, you're probably right. I never tried that actually, but yeah, you're probably
it's two
right.
ball joints. You just pull out the bottom one now.
That I figured that, but I never did it for whatever reason. Yeah, you're right.
Well, this is great. I don't know if you guys saw the little stop motion video they did on their.
I did.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was good, too.
pretty extensive.
Yeah.
Shit was like.
It was really cool because they used a lot of like random civilians as well. Like they used, I think, one of the Green Lantern heads for like a random civilian. So they're doing kind of the same thing. They're doing swaps with their own figures.
It's their Kit Bash showcase.
Right. I mean, even here he's just fighting the previous version of Gomez.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this is a good picture for the set.
They should really highlight
Yeah,
all that
I had
stuff,
to
for sure.
Let me pull up Crashbox on Instagram. Let's get a good look at the dio while we're on the subject.
I had
Any comments in the chat we want to dig into?
I don't know.
There's a lot of people digging the photo, saying that reviews definitely help for just the spread of this figure and stuff like that. A lot of really great stuff. A lot of people
Yeah,
are
that.
agreeing that Photoshop kind of puts them off for these promo figures, promo photos and stuff.
Mm.
So here's a look at the Dio, which I think he made out of PVC sheeting.
Mm.
So it's
I'm not
actually
familiar with this guy's work.
he's been around, I think, for a minute. There's a pretty big, like, straight up Dio community.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. The funny thing is, Dial Structure itself, I see such wonderful work on there and so many great builders that are not, and a lot of them are not really connected to. So, like, it's weird.
Right.
Like, they're just building just for the love of building, but they're not really like getting their pieces
Mhm.
utilized in any ways like that. Though it's really weird.
Yeah.
Um, aside from the notable like big names that we all fuck with, So,
Mhm.
um,
I think it's different, and I think that it might kind of depend on the need. I feel like this is one of those more. I mean, it's PVC, so it's
yeah, yeah. So it's not as detailed as some of these other guys and stuff. That's at least
right,
that's how it
but
looks to me right here.
it's more durable at least. It's more of a it's like a simple design, not simple in saying that it's like easy or whatever, but not as I don't know, not as like robust. It's just bricks and all that, but it's easier to laser cut on machine and all that.
Yeah, it's not the
That-
painstaking process of
right,
actually carving out every fucking brick.
right. It feels probably like the NECA Street Dio. It's like
Right,
that kind of
right.
material,
hmm
which
Which I've been seeing a lot of people getting great usage out of that
yeah,
NECA diorama too. All right, that's enough
bunch of
promotion for him though.
right. So that's that.
Yeah, that's
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 Gomez.
dope. I definitely was on this immediately. My purchasing experience was cool, but the site kind of forgot about the fact that my card has already been on file forever,
Oh
and
God.
I had to put my information in. But I was checked out and done by like 103 or something like that. So it wasn't a bad experience at all. The site
Mhm.
didn't crash on me or anything, and I was in and out. So.
Yeah. So if you want to get this, I would again recommend you join this wait list because chances are they might have some leftovers at some point, and randomly you'll just get a charge for 90, and it's like, hey, it went through. So just have the money ready, no
Yeah.
matter what.
I don't know what I don't know what constituted them $10 for this though. Um,
What do you mean?
because normally it's $80, right? For a regular normal like
Maybe.
release that's not like crazy with any light up features or anything. Maybe it's the magnets. I don't know.
Maybe. Well, the last one was 95.
Was it?
Agent was 95.
Was it? Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
it was.
I
Yeah,
didn't
both
I didn't
versions
know.
were.
Okay.
So it's actually $5 cheaper.
Cheaper. Okay.
And I think at this point the mean price of most Mezco is like 85.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's a great deal. I mean, you could do a lot worse with anything for $90 on a figure like this.
I wonder if they paid these guys.
I hope so.
Uh, there's no mention of either one of them in any of these
Right.
photos.
Well, does
So they had
Michael?
to compensate them in some type of way, right?
Yeah, I would imagine. I wouldn't honestly expect them to give them any sort of credit. Like, does Mattel give Michael credit on all of their boxes? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Possibly.
I mean, if these boxes or if these pictures end up on the back of the box, that's something.
Yeah, no doubt. That's big.
For sure.
Mm. All
Well,
right.
that
So
is Mezco. I don't think they put up anything else. A lot of stuff is hitting. Daredevil's hitting. Both versions are hitting. I don't know. A lot of stuff. Diabolic we talked about. Logan Boog's got a review. That's about it.
yeah, I don't know. Did you guys watch anybody else's review of Logan? I didn't. I didn't. I don't even know who else had a review out.
I did
Uh,
not.
I've read a review, but that's about it.
Whoa.
I don't want.
Text reviews.
I know it's crazy. Oh,
Shit.
Blogspot.
Look at vintage Fabio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Text
Let's
reviews
see.
they're still huge in Japan. They're huge in
Well,
Japan.
you know what? I don't. I wish that I could get um Swans to do more text reviews so we could put them on the site or
On the
put them on
website, yeah.
Instagram or wherever. Yeah.
Wait, who?
Wands.
Oh,
Which ones?
Um,
Which ones?
I'm saying which ones, but
Yeah.
but on Facebook, his name is like Jean Pinaflor, like some shit. I don't know, some French funny shit. I don't know what he did there, but it's Juan Salazar, the admin, our admin
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah.
But
here we go.
yeah, he's a great writer. He has a way with words and very descriptive style of writing. He'd be good for that type of stuff. He's done a few before.
We're gonna move into E3 reveals.
Boom.
There was some stuff on display in relation to video games. We had some
E3,
new
baby.
stuff from Storm, some new stuff from McFarlane. We already talked Storm, but we're going back. We're talking some Street Fighter now. Some new stuff on display.
Uh-oh.
First off, the Sagat.
Unit.
Sagat.
Sagat, but I think it is Sagat.
Sagat.
You got to get
Looks
through
good.
this guy to know what America's funniest home videos are.
I knew it. How did I know? This guy's huge.
Yeah, this was basically just their booth. Battle
Very
costume.
nice.
Oh, I think this is a new color for Battle Costume Cammy too. So there's two colors of her
Yeah.
coming.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
There's the blue one that we saw earlier, and I think this is the one I'm thinking of, the green.
There's that Sagat that we just saw was an alt color as well.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Regular.
There you go.
I don't know.
Some fucking crazy wingspan, right?
Yeah. Player 2 colors is what they're called.
I wonder if he's
And then
bigger
also-
than the Zangief. That Zangief is huge.
Well, he might be taller, but
Yeah.
he can't be wider though, right?
No, hell no. Absolutely not. Old man Marcus.
That's right. So Gears of War is coming from Storm. We've known about that for a while. This is the
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good look because the NECA ones were
Trash.
obviously nice, but
No, they were pretty bad.
you could nice looking, excuse me, but yeah, they were fucking horrible.
They were bad.
Fallen style cuts and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
That was, kind of mid-life NECA. Now they're in their golden years. They're riding out into the sunset. They've got their groove, but back then they're still learning.
Yeah, that was
Well,
were
McFarlane did some
rough
Gears of
to
War
deal with.
figures too, and those were
They did,
terrible.
yeah. They were
They were
small ones though. They were like the same size as the Halo ones, right?
yeah, they're pretty bad.
I'd probably fuck with these Gears of War figures if they were from the first game.
This
There's a few
Cole,
coming from the first game.
this Cole. You could fudge this Cole to the first game.
Mm.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
Honestly,
I wouldn't mind having an updated, better articulated version of the original crew, or at least I don't know.
well,
But
this
Gears of
Mark's
War was my shit.
this Phoenix
I think
right
this
here.
this is the vintage Phoenix, I think they call it.
Yeah, but he comes with a Gears 1 head. So
Right.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, I see it right there. Yeah,
so there you go.
Yeah, here we go. Vintage armor.
interesting.
It's weird. That color scheme makes you want to throw up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that, the green sleeves, and yeah, I don't like that shit.
And it's a GameStop exclusive as well.
Oh,
This
Christ.
particular version. I feel like this is kind of like a hodgepodge, like entry level version of this line, because you get such a various looks and doesn't really make sense with the rest of it. This
I
is
don't
like something
get the-
somebody would see at GameStop to get them into the rest of the line.
What's the color scheme? The color scheme is so whacked. Cause you think of a game, to me, a GameStop exclusive is Joe Schmo doesn't really fuck with figures, comes into a GameStop and goes, "Oh, a Gears of War action figure. This is so cool. I really like this. Oh, this looks ugly. I don't want it.
Right.
I don't want this fucking color."
Speaking of GameStop, though,
Uh-oh.
isn't Think Geek going out of business now?
ThinkGeek.com is closing after decades of service, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
But they are being fully absorbed into GameStop physical stores and online.
But
So-
ThinkGeek.com itself is closing, and they
Yeah.
have a 50% off coupon right now.
They sure do, but half of their stock is gone. All their good shit is gone. Absolutely gone.
I know. As soon as somebody said that in the Mezco groups, everything they had left sold out.
Yeah, they had an Iron Man up there.
They had Iron Man and Black Panther.
Yeah, and you could have gotten those things for fucking $40. Crazy.
Yeah, right. I would have bought another Black Panther just to have
Yeah,
to make a Chaka or something.
for sure. But yeah, like ThinkGeek will live on through GameStop. I think it'll still be called ThinkGeek at GameStop, like ThinkGeek stuff or whatever. I'm not 100% sure, but I know whatever they don't sell during this like liquidation clearance thing will just go to GameStop stores, which
Yeah,
sucks.
I'm gonna have to swing by and during this liquidation process
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
Yeah, the one we went to when I was in town was nice.
Yeah, go by the physical store you guys have up there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
this is the regular Marcus, and then
Yes.
the one behind it is the vintage.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so then it looks like they are gonna have plans to give you a classic
Yeah.
team. Yeah, I think I might fuck with these.
Yeah.
I own no Storm figures, by the way.
Holy
Oh wow.
shit.
Okay.
That's crazy.
And I think that might be. Oh, these are the ones that they've revealed before. The ones we just saw were new on display at E3. These are the ones I've already shown. Augustus Cole.
That Cole was on display, was it not?
It was. I think it might have been a different version though.
Yeah, I took some pictures of it. Yeah, definitely.
Hang on, let's take.
So that
Yeah, it's different.
that one looks just
This one
lighter.
looks more like it looks more like sandy right here. You know.
He looks like he's got a
It could just be the light in there.
looks like he's got
Could
a light
be.
skin filter on.
Basically. Nah, it could just be the lighting on that photo because it's not as close up too. So
Here's the other version of Marcus.
Are you sure these aren't just the same figures?
Pretty darn sure because these were from. These are due out for release in August, and I think this article is from February.
Okay.
So it's been a long time since the last update. I think these are the original ones, and then the ones we just saw were new reveals.
Interesting.
I mean, they really go into some detail here, and they want to show you that armor. Yeah, I remember talking about this because we said that Marcus looks like Dom.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, is this the same? This figure right here, is that the one that's on display in the other article?
No, I think it's different because it's more like white haired. Here, let me see if I
Well,
can just compare this.
I'm saying it might just be updated. Like they tweak the sculpt and stuff like that.
I don't know.
I could.
Mean, this is definitely a new version of the vintage armor, but
yeah, for sure.
maybe this other one on display right here is in fact this one. I don't know. He's got two. Well, yeah, I guess that would match. All right, somebody in the chat, let me know because we don't know.
We don't need to spend.
If
more
you
time
thought
on
we
this.
didn't know Star Wars, we don't know Gears of War.
Well, I know Gears of War, baby.
No.
that was my game
I only
too.
played the first two.
Yeah, like when people talk about like playing Call of Duty every day after school and stuff, like Gears of War was my like after school Call of Duty.
yep, definitely.
I remember glitching in that game a lot. That was
Yo,
fun.
crab walking in that game was crazy.
Crab walking, dude. Crab walking with a fucking shotgun.
Yo,
Was my first foray into online play, actually.
Wow.
Interactive online play. Yeah,
hell yeah, what a first game.
started playing online. Yeah.
My
I'm
gamer
curious
tag for
about
a while
Star.
was our clan tag was RSU, and my gamer tag was RSU Crab for like 2 years. It was great.
RSU. I remember clans, bro.
Clans, baby.
Bro, I'm ranked. I'm in a clan.
You used to have to change. You used to pay $10 to put your fucking clan tag
Right.
in your gamer tag.
You had to.
And then like Call of Duty was like, well, we'll just let you put clans in front of your name.
Right. And everyone had like 2 brackets in their hands.
2 brackets of clans. That's so great.
Classic. But now, you want to talk about real classic shooters,
Uh-oh.
online play? It's
Uh-oh.
Doom, baby.
Doom guy.
This is their first look at McFarlane's Doom Slayer,
Crazy.
Oh God, McFarlane.
which is what they call the Doom guy.
Doom guy, baby.
Doom guy.
Yeah, I was extremely excited. Then I saw McFarlane, and now I'm like still excited, but could
Yeah.
be better.
Yeah, let's see. It's going to have 22 points of articulation.
What? That's less than the
Which-
Fortnite figures.
Yeah, the Fortnite figures have like 28.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to know if people in the chat have both the McFarlane and the
Jarwez or
Jazzwares.
Jazzwares.
Yeah. Because I see people doing the Jazzwares ones, and they're pretty in scale with Legends.
They are legend scale, I believe. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But
So this is going to come with 22 points, a super shotgun, an extended arm blade, and a sheathed arm blade
hell yeah, baby.
with a figure stand.
That's crazy.
That is the only image, though.
Is this from Doom Eternal or is this from 2016 Doom?
I think it's from 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, it just says Doom. I mean, it'll probably come out at the same time as Eternal, but
yeah,
I'm sure.
If it was Doom Eternal, it would probably say Doom Eternal, then the copyright R.
Right
after it. So.
Doom Eternal Slayer figure.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, this looks like it could be good. 22 points.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
No thigh swivel, unfortunately.
It might be, like
hidden. Okay.
There.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure it'll have single jointed elbows though.
Why?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess the good thing about this guy never holds his shotgun with two hands. So whatever.
So Carlos Arhan has corrected me by saying that this is the Doom Eternal version because he has the exposed arms.
Boom.
Those are his biceps right there, just rippling through.
There we go.
Yeah, 2016 Doom guy is fully covered. Well, that's cool.
Shrill
A lot
says
of video game love.
9.5 inches? What the
Yeah, it's
fuck?
9.5 inches. It's 7-inch scale, but it's 9.5 inches tall.
Well, Doom guy is like 7 feet tall. He
what
is
the
huge. He's as tall as Master Chief, I think. Or I think maybe Master Chief is a little bit taller than him. I don't know.
Master Chief looked like an absolute unit in that trailer.
Yo, Master Chief is tall as fuck. He's almost 8 feet tall.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's the chief, baby.
Man, when he said status report, goosebumps.
Ooh. Incredible.
What trailer was this?
Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite. So good.
It's a new Halo game coming?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll watch it in another window.
Yeah.
It's a dialogue heavy one, so you might have to.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Very emotional shit, bug. Right, really on brand with Halo. Speaking of Halo, let's pull up that Halo. Let's pull up Mr.
Oh, that's right. It's 1,000 Toys, right?
Mr. Halo himself.
Yes, Mr. Halo.
Incredible.
Of course.
So they just teased this figure, huh?
Yeah, last week. Or yeah, this week.
Oh, here we go. Let's look at these Dragon Stars exclusives real quick while we're at it.
God.
No.
Come on now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, look at that. Look at those vivacious and dynamic looking figures.
Terrible. Somebody dipped this guy in like black ink. Like that's what it looks like.
Looks like his hair is painted with a Gundam marker.
Probably. Yikes, man. Just
Wow.
stop.
Look fucking awful, bro.
It
The
looks
shit
like
that pisses me off is that shoulder, that little divot in the shoulders joints.
Yeah.
That looks like it's like they all look like prototypes. Like
Right.
it's crazy.
Yikes.
And then we can talk about this too, is the Harley Quinn.
This one looks good. I'm stoked for this, man.
This is the Revel Tech Harley Quinn. Boosh.
Boosh.
Two prototype photos is all we have so far, but she's coming.
She looks good. I wonder what her color scheme will be. Like, will she be like classic Harley Quinn, or will we get like that new age, like dark purple and like deep red kind of thing?
I think they had her in front of a black and white picture.
Oh,
of
thank
her.
God.
Or red and white. No, red and black.
Oh, yeah, thank God. Because
Yeah.
the new Nendroid of her has her in that weirdo color scheme. I'm not really in that.
So I gotta look it up.
Uh-oh.
I cannot find it in the news here.
You're taking time away from the master, baby.
Sorry.
Should I go on a campaign to attack Rebel Tech?
Let's go. Throw in DC collectibles while you're at it.
Well, I mean,
when they put out
privately
that,
first. Message them
Forgot
privately
about that.
first. If they don't get back to you, then sick the dogs on them.
All
Yeah,
right, gotcha.
I remember when we were at that toy fair, and then you asked Home Dude in the suit, like, this looks awfully familiar. Perhaps some inspiration.
The guy whose suit is made of cutouts.
Yeah, I love that guy. What's his name?
Yes.
Jim.
His name is Jim.
Yeah, Jim Fletcher.
Jim Fletcher.
Jim Fletcher.
Shout out to Jim, baby. One of the greats.
Yeah, he's a great dude, though.
So good.
One of the greats is right here in front of you.
Of course.
Bow before your god.
Dude.
The Master Chief by 1,000 Toys.
I never would have imagined this.
Yeah.
A
Not
Master
even, is this
Chief
supposed
by
to be
1,000.
Halo? Is this Combat Evolved, Halo 1?
That's what people are saying. This looks like Mark V, but like that's like the closest thing. Like his helmet looks the closest to Mark V. It might be a little thinner. Like it looks more narrow in like the mouthpiece and stuff.
What's the scale going to be like with this? Remember, I put out that Warthog before. What company was that everybody was buying that shit? This
That was
was
probably
years back.
McFarlane. They had a 5-inch line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was from the 5-inch line, but people were like fudging that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine this is 1/12 scale because
This definitely has an anime flair to it. It almost looks like it's based on like an animation.
Yeah, I talked about the.
Yeah, definitely an anime pose right here. Hips thrust forward, leaning back, dripping in stees.
Right. Got a streetwear pose.
Yeah, it says it right there. 1/12 scale.
Yeah, 1/12. Boom. This guy's gonna be big as fuck, though. Like we were saying earlier.
Like
yeah, he's gonna be closer to 7 or 8 inches, 100%.
No, I guess it's the only picture.
Yeah, that's the only one. There was like another lower quality image that was making rounds.
Yeah.
Something I don't like that I've seen in P&P and in some other groups is there's another photo making rounds where somebody painted him green in Photoshop. Looks fucking whack, and it makes the figure look terrible because you don't because like it's that picture has always been shared so much to like the lowest quality JPEG as possible, so it like cuts out all like the panel lining and stuff like that. It looks terrible.
Yeah, this is gonna look cool.
I'm just wondering, because 1,000 Toys seems to be doing a lot of one shots. You know, I'm wondering if they're going to dive deeper into any of these properties. I ended up passing up on the Hellboy figure.
Whoa. I have the Hellboy at my GameStop right now, just waiting for me to pick it up.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't like that hand, man. That hand annoys me, man.
Yeah,
I think it really makes the figure. I'm not gonna go as far as to say that it ruins the figure, but it's not doing it any favors. It's not doing it any justice. So I passed up on it just because of that fucking hand.
It's fair.
Yeah, because you don't have the Mezco one to be swapping around either.
Right. So, I mean, it's possible for you to get the Mezco one on eBay for like $20 or $30 or some shit like that. But I'm not spending
extra
dollars, together to buy the actual 1,000 Toys figure, then buy the Mezco just so I could take off the hand and discard the figure or whatever. And like,
it's a lot of work.
All of that shit.
Too much footwork.
That.
You don't need that kind of stuff in your
that shit. So yeah, I'm good. Even though I do recognize that the rest of the figure is damn near perfection, but
I wonder if you're able to take off these holsters right here because I don't remember him having permanent holsters there. It just like weapons.
I was saying all of that to say. That I would start diving deeper into the Hellboy characters, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking about Master Chief here, and I'm like, damn, I wonder if they'll do any enemies or
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, it'd be cool if they did an Arbiter or something. But if they're doing Halo 1, all you can really do is like other Marines or like Covenant.
Yeah.
I feel like this, like Master Chief works well for 1,000 Toys because I mean, what are they best known for? The little android figure guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's kind of where they live, is in this kind of like biomechanical, techno kind of world. Hellboy notwithstanding, except for his hand, is kind of like their chance to kind of incorporate that kind of articulation and that kind of like mechanical look to their styling.
I feel like they're also trying to step out of their comfort zone with this stuff too, because they're doing the Devil May Cry 5 figures too.
That's I was gonna
those are just
say
humans.
too.
Bro,
But
they're
that also
literally
has like a tech
humans.
element to it.
Yeah.
So these are the Devil May Cry figures, also from Thousand Toys. A little bit further along into development.
Whoa.
Hmm.
Keep that Nero,
See, they got
baby.
some soft goods on them.
Very nice.
Property I don't really care about, but it looks great though.
This is Devil May Cry 5, right?
Yeah, this is 5.
Yeah. But this is what I mean. He's got like a tech
Nero.
hand, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could see Thousand Toys doing Cyberpunk, for example.
Cyberpunk.
If they do it, oh my god, if Thousand Toys
Cyberpunk.
does a Keanu Reeves Johnny Silverhand, it's over.
Lose my fucking marbles if that happens.
Yeah.
Silverhand?
What's up?
It's
The fuck is Johnny Silverhand?
it's Keanu Reeves' character from the
Oh, that
Cyberpunk.
new game that's coming out. Got you,
Yeah,
got you. Or they could do a Johnny Mnemonic.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Do a Johnny Utah.
Oh wow.
Could you
He
imagine?
done played quite a few Johnnies, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
John Anderson.
Is his name John Anderson in the Matrix?
I'm pretty sure.
No.
Was it
fucking way.
John?
No fucking.
It was
way.
definitely Anderson, because you
Mr.
can't
Anderson.
forget that Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Right.
They can make a Cortana. That'd be dope. From
Yeah,
Thousand
that'd be
Toys.
cool.
I would
I
need
just feel
like a
like
tiny one to fit cheap hand too.
That'd be great. If they did a full scale Cortana, I feel like it'd be such a waste of the technology they have for articulation. Just that she is literally in 3 poses the entire
Right.
the entire anthology of that series.
I wouldn't even want to open that up to the perverts either.
Oh
The
god,
sickos out there.
freakos.
So this is based on the new Devil May Cry game, which is
Yeah,
like now they try to reboot it, and now this one's going back to the original series.
yeah. This one, dude. If you haven't played this one yet, Fabio, this is such an incredible game. This is so good.
I don't really fudge with Devil May Cry. I never have.
You got to at least try it. Try this
It's
one.
made by Platinum, right? Platinum Games.
Yes. No, it's
Is that like-
Capcom.
Oh, okay. What did Platinum Games do? They did Bayonetta, right?
They did do Bayonetta. That's
Oh my God, Matt McDougall coming in with the win. He was John Constantine as well.
John Constantine, baby.
Fucking Keanu, man. The Keanu Sans. It is upon us.
For sure.
So these are going to be running about. I mean, these are 112 scale.
Yeah, that's a crazy fun fact. All these fucking Johns. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's Thomas Anderson in
Oh.
The Matrix.
Damn.
Thomas
I know.
Anderson. Okay.
No, he's thinking of the director, Paul Thomas Anderson.
Paul Thomas Anderson. I think that was a nod to Paul Thomas Anderson. It's born as Thomas A. Anderson, also known as The One, an anagram for Neo. Oh shit.
Oh no, that movie has so many layers, you guys. Did you know that Neo is an anagram for one, as in the one?
Uh-oh. And he becomes
Jet
the
Li,
one later in the
2005.
movie.
Right. He becomes Jet Li.
Oh god. Yeah, I saw the movie in theaters.
Oh boy. Remember those? Remember theaters?
Yeah.
I love the jackets on these guys, by the way.
Very
These
cool.
look sick.
Thousand Toys is killing it, man. Like
Mhm.
even if you don't like want that Hellboy, there's no denying that the technology on display in that.
Oh
that
yeah.
Hellboy.
No.
The shoulders.
Yeah, no
alone,
question.
Blowing my mind. Can't believe how good that is. Well, look at this. What's going on here?
And if you're in denial of that, you must work for Mattel.
Uh-oh.
Anybody get this new cap in hand yet?
I actually bought him today.
Oh shit!
Yo, you know what? I wasn't interested in this figure at all, but somebody's shit popped up on my feed, and I said, let me just look at this figure. And I looked at their review. It's a fucking nice figure, man.
Yeah, I like that it's using the body from the Endgame cap, not Endgame, the Infinity War cap.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a little thicker. Because if they'd been gone back to the one from like Civil War and
Yeah, yeah.
all that, it'd be way too thin. But that one had like a
Well,
thicker
thin.
lower body.
All the sculpted lines and shit, and the different textures and shit on this figure is actually really nice, man.
Yeah, the hair looks
The
great.
masked head looks definitely like Chris Evans. It looks way better than SH
Yeah.
Figure Arts version. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
This is literally the best masked Captain America MCU head that we have right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, no question.
Only problem I would say that someone pointed out is the color of the chin thing itself. If it was darker brown, I think it looks
Yeah, that stands out too because I noticed that immediately on the review that I saw. I was like, why is that so light?
It's like literally the only spot on this figure that is this color.
Yeah, it looks weird. That should
Yeah.
definitely just all be brown.
But other than that, yeah, this is like end all be all cap.
Opening mine right now.
Oh,
on
let's get
air.
that hot take.
I was about to ask you, what the fuck is that?
Opening it
Let's
right
get it
now.
fresh and spicy.
Uh-oh.
You just reminded me I was supposed to be opening some shit too. I'm gonna go grab these SAS figures.
Yeah, feel the textures for me and describe them on air. Give us
This
a little
is nice.
ASMR on it.
This is nice. I like it.
You guys, this is where everyone needs to get headphones on and crank up the volume because we're doing ASMR unboxing.
Yeah. All right. Let's get this real close to the mic.
Go ahead and like move the joints right next to the microphone so we can hear the squeak of the plastic.
This is me pulling Monier out of the plastic. Okay. Wow.
And cleverly hidden behind the shield, right?
Yo, I didn't even literally until 5 seconds ago. I didn't even know Mjolnir came with this fucking figure. Because I was in Walmart and I was looking. There was 3 at my Walmart, and I was looking at them and I was like, man, no Mjolnir. I was like, I guess I'm glad I got a Thor when I did. Here you go. Here's the double jointed knees. All right.
Wow, that's crisp. That's actually very, very crisp.
Here's ooh. All right, hold on your butts, boys. Here's the ab crunch. Very smooth.
Ooh. Oh,
Sounded like you bumped into the mic.
absolute chills down my spine.
There we go. Last but not least, double jointed elbows entering the fray. All right.
Nice.
You found the new
Wow.
wave. For sure. Yo, this figure
mean,
is
this-
crazy. This figure looks so good.
Where'd
Thanks for coming to
you
our-
got them from your store?
Yeah, I got it from my Walmart.
Oh, it's a Walmart exclusive. Why did I think it was GameStop?
It is a Walmart exclusive.
It is a Walmart exclusive?
It is, yeah.
Interesting. On the package, nowhere does it say Walmart exclusive. Fascinating.
Yeah. A good thing we stopped because the chat's getting all hot and bothered by this ASMR.
I can only get so turned on. Hell yeah.
Oh, this figure is really nice, man. Wow.
You got that one too, the cap?
I just opened the damn toys. Special forces
Whoa.
dude, whatever.
Damn.
You mean Soap McTavish, basically?
I don't know what that means.
All right. Somebody's not a Call of Duty player.
I've never played any Call of Duty.
All right. Well.
Well, there's that cap. I'm glad you like it, Poncho. I really do like the hammer.
This is nice. In hand, the colors are a lot darker than these promo images as well. Like his suit is almost a whole shade darker than what's displayed there. It looks really good, man. Because I was completely mentally prepared to use my Civil War SH Figure Arts cap for my Infinity War stand-in for the rest of my life until they released another one. But
well, the best part about this cap is that it just like the images went up and then people found it in stores like later that day.
So we didn't get the Legends version of the other big 3 dudes though. Yeah, obviously we didn't get Chubby Thor.
Mm-mm.
not yet.
And we didn't get Mark 85 Iron Man, right?
Yeah, no, not yet.
That's right.
Yeah. I feel bad for everybody who like customized their previous caps to this and then like
fucked them all up and stuff.
came out immediately. Like I saw an eBay listing of a custom with like a destroyed shield and everything.
I
$700.
guarantee that they're gonna put out those figures from Legend. I can almost guarantee it. It's no way that it's no way with the 80th anniversary Big 3 about to drop that they're not gonna do this iconic movie Big 3.
Yeah. It's cooking for sure.
That Thor or not, yeah.
You know what?
That I feel like that'll be a lot of the reveals we get at San Diego is more
more end game shit. Yeah.
I guarantee
For,
you,
oh, for sure. It's
there's
going to be a heavy end game because it really is. I mean, obviously the beginning of the Spider-Man marketing push too, but like Endgame's out and it's free, it's out in the open, and they can just make as many things as they want from it and show it all.
yeah.
Yeah. Now, yep.
I was about to say
Spoiler
like
ban is over.
the there's most definitely like a period of time where they couldn't show off any Fat Thor stuff for sure. Just to
Right.
just so they wouldn't spoil it.
Do we want to talk about this Beast while we're on the subject of Marvel?
Yeah. P, if you see another cap at your Walmart, grab it for me, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
I know Walmart's out here.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have Walmart's here either.
Well, for real? Damn.
I mean, not in my area. I have to go.
Not in the city. I would have to go like
How far do you
the
have
city
to go,
or
That's
whatever.
crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I would have to go north, I think.
Let's see.
Upstate.
So who has that Beast? We have a picture of it in the chat, right?
Yeah, I sent 2 pictures actually because there's 2 out there apparently. Well, there's 2 that's out now, and then I guess there's a few cooking.
Let him cook.
I'm
Let that
looking
boy
for
cook.
it. Yeah, chill, Jesus.
Take your time.
Mm,
I done fucking pulled his head off, and I wasn't supposed to do that. I can't get the shit back on.
whoops. Looking for this. Here we go. This is a custom Beast head sculpt by who is this by?
Minimize
We
your
don't know.
chat window real quick before I start screen sharing again.
Oh, this one like that.
I don't know.
Well, open.
Chad, I shared the. They should have the person's Instagram or whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
Just
Is it
open.
this one?
Open both of those in separate windows and then close the chat window out, just so we're not showing our chat window. You know.
Wait, hang on. Hang on. How do I just open it? I can't just like right click and open it. I guess I got to do all this. That's cool. That's cool, I suppose. I mean,
I could tell you. You could just go on Instagram. Hold on.
no, I got it.
He's got it right
Figured
now.
it out. Here we go. All right, here's
All right,
Beast.
cool. Boom.
So yeah, there are 2. There's definitely 2. These are different.
Yes.
All right.
Sent you is
I'm on.
from. I don't know now. Hold on.
Hey, while we're at
okay.
it, welcome to the after show, everybody.
Yeah, we're into
Welcome to the
off
after show.
topic over here. We're getting someone mentioned it in the chat, so that's why I thought we'd bring it up as well.
Oh, for sure.
So this is obviously the Marvel Legends Beast, but everyone was kind of complaining about the head on it because it has the whited out eyes and the yelling expression. Can't really do much of anything neutral with him. So somebody in the community, a couple people it seems, have created some custom Beast head sculpts, kind of based on what he looks like in the animated series. So
Classic
more
Fox.
docile. Right, he's looking
Fox
like
box.
he's got glasses. So this is one of them. If you see, he's got the spikes on the hair and everything. There's a nice little texture to the hair.
That
And
one.
then this one is like a perfect part.
Yeah.
Just
I can.
same kind of expression, same glasses, and the paint is similar, obviously to match the Beast. But yeah, the hair is totally different. I'd say I like this one more.
The other one to me looks like it was sculpted in a 3D program. I can see the symmetry tool being the symmetry box clicked in. Perfect.
Totally.
Which one?
The one that's on screen right now, with the lab coat.
Okay, you saying that was okay.
That
was the one that. So that was from. Yeah, keep talking. Sorry.
Yeah, this one is from Anthony, right?
Okay.
No.
No.
This
That one that's on screen right now is from. Is from somebody called the Resin Nation, which makes sense, right?
Oh, okay.
the
Well,
Resin Nation. Okay.
Then he maybe printed that too, in a resin 3D printer.
Yeah. At the underscore resin underscore nation is this one that's on screen right now.
with the
Very
lab
cool.
coat. Okay. And then this one right
Yes, and this
here.
is that one that you just showed was, I guess, one that Billy bought because I took that off of Billy's Instagram, I think.
This one
Okay.
with the lab coat is Billy's.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
it is.
it's
not his.
Billy's, but it's been reposted because I don't know.
Okay.
Marvel Legends UK had posted it too. I don't know what's going on there,
What the fuck?
but
Right.
yeah,
Okay, so this one is
I'm
from
pretty.
is from real quick to recap. This one with the jacket touching the glasses. This is from the Resin Nation. The sculpt is by the Resin Nation. This picture we got from Billy. And then
Yeah, I believe
this
that's
one
Billy's
right here.
picture, and that one is from Anthony's Customs.
Right. This one is from Anthony's Customs. This one is the one that people in the chat are saying that he sculpted in Blender.
We
Okay.
on them layers again today. Another person I don't fuck with.
Uh-oh.
But
Controversy.
But he did do, I think, a better job here.
yeah, they both look good, but yeah, I think Anthony's looks really good though.
Yeah. I like even like the curvature of the teeth. This one has like more straight teeth.
Mhm.
He's a little more curvy, you know.
I don't think Darius and Anthony get along either, so there's some more layers for you.
This one's got kind of like some Kelsey Grammer vibes.
Yeah, right? Yo, you know what? Walton said that Anthony's Customs version without the glasses on actually looks like Anthony's Customs.
Oh, let's peel the layers back on that one. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was pretty good at that shit, I would do.
Yeah, I do a little funny shit like that.
Of
Yeah,
course.
hell yeah.
Okay. So somebody in the chat, Matt McDougal, as always,
Dukes.
with our on the street reporter. He says the one from Resin Nation looks like the head from the Kotobukiya statue. So let me check that out.
Okay.
Let me check. Let me verify the veracity of this observation.
Interesting.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Which Kotobukiya though? There's are several. Oh, the artifact statue. Okay. Hey, I think he might be onto something here. It's similar. It definitely is similar.
Let's get a side by side, Fabio. I want you to bring that in there.
I'll try to find a picture of just the statue. No, I don't want an AliExpress coupon.
Oh, it's $3 if you're a new member.
Yeah, this is some Silk Road shit. I don't need that.
It does.
I don't know if it's the same sculpt exactly, but it is the same
Inspired.
design.
The design looks similar though, yeah.
I don't know.
Inspired for
Actually,
sure.
the curvature of the tips here, maybe. Huh? It is possible.
What the fuck's going on there?
FBI, open up! You're onto some shit. It's definitely inspired for sure.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find some more images.
It's interesting that wait, is the Kotobukiya statue based on the animated series or was supposed to just be based on it is?
I think it's based on the it's like part of a series, right? I think they were based on the animated series. Here's another picture of it with the Cyclops.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're all pondering like that statue right now.
Yeah, really. This is a GPOY.
Well,
yeah, I'm
as
pretty
far
sure
as I
this
know,
is from the animated series. Oh, it does come with glasses.
Little glasses, baby. Very
really.
nice.
So he just casted all of that shit then, huh?
He might have. I don't know.
Well, he is the Resonation,
Hard
right?
to tell. I mean, the eyes are painted a different direction, so that's tough.
Well, he could have just painted it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and say it is.
Well, allegedly.
I don't know. It wouldn't be the first time somebody's used a Kotobukiya statue for a
for sure.
sculpt.
Absolutely not.
It's kind of odd choice though for these guys to pick the animated series look though. He's really just trying to get a closed mouth version of the Jim Lee version, like why we don't have any other animated series figures really, what I'm saying.
Here we go. There's a Figure Realm link.
Good old Figure Realm.
This could be it.
Yeah, my man's got a picture of the animation cell right to the to the right. Hell yeah! I saw this one floating around too. This set of images also.
Yeah. So this is Necron 99. He modified and recast the head and glasses from Kotobukiya.
There you go.
Oh,
Whoa.
there you have it.
There we go. Wow, Fabio.
We've got it. Our sleuthing.
Internet sleuths.
Straight detective work.
We got him.
Yeah. Obviously, it's different eyes. Painted
Got
different
him.
images from this.
That's true.
I don't know. Wow. I mean, there's a lot. You know, there's a lot to unpack here.
You got him.
Mission accomplished.
That's it.
Fly the banner behind us.
Boom. That's cool,
All right.
man.
Well, thank you for that lead, Matt McDougall. We tracked that down to the ends of the earth.
Very cool.
All right, so that's one option. I don't know what Homeboy is selling the casted for. And then we have Anthony Custom's version, which is selling for, I heard, $55.
50.
Yeah,
50
Corwin
painted.
Warren says 51.
Like fully
50 painted.
Yeah, painted. I think it comes with like a book too or some shit and maybe some glasses. I think that's the full package, the $55. I could be wrong. It might just be
You get
painted
the glasses and the paint job.
one. Mm-hmm. Which, honestly, isn't bad, Like
Nope.
for a fully customized head, fully painted with some extra shit. It's like
It's not terrible, but
it's in line with what other people charge, for sure.
I mean, I might try to get it for Beast for Marvel Select, but it might not match. Might be a little too. It's probably cast in a very similar plastic as the Marvel Legends one.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I think most people are in the $40 range or something like that, though.
Okay. So I don't really delve into Marvel Legend head recasts. I'm usually like import stuff. So like the shrunken down 1/6 scale, like Robert Downey Jr. or Chris Evans and stuff like that. So that's where I'm coming from. Those guys are like $50 and whatever.
Yeah. I don't even want to tell you how much I paid for my Mezco sized Henry Cavill Hot Toys shrink.
I remember you disclosed that on the podcast. If you guys are interested,
Yeah, that's why
check out that podcast.
Got to go back and watch it. So there's Print Rabbit says that it's actually 21 unpainted, 51 I assume is painted.
Okay.
21's not bad.
No.
21.
Unpainted, yeah.
21.
I don't know if it's cast in blue plastic though, is it?
I would hope so. Because
that'd be a way to, for sure make people get the painted one.
Yeah, because I mean, if it's casted,
If it's not casted, yeah.
21's not bad considering that he molded it and spent all that time sculpting it in Blender and stuff like that. So there you go.
Of course.
When it comes
Live for our entertainment.
When it comes to that stuff, like sculptors that whether they digitally or physically sculpt it and then they do a little bit and their prices are at $20, I don't mind spending that because I see a lot of people like $21 for like a head. I can go on like eBay and stuff and find a casted head for like $5, but those are just casts of heads that already exist, pretty much.
Yeah, Corwin says it's cast in white.
Cast in white. What?
Redonkulous.
There you go. Well, that's a good business move. Cast it in.
So you got to get your money.
Yeah, cast it in white. So it incentivizes people to get the painted one. Can't deny that.
Well, I mean, that's that.
Well, it's the way.
Whoa, what's this? Somebody's. Hang on, that's for me. What?
Oh man.
Go ahead and watch this little auction.
Those two, and then Craig's supposed to be working on a version as well.
Oh, Craig Warwick.
Oh, Craig Warwick.
Yeah, last time I spoke to him though, he was just having an issue with trying to get it casted because his all coming out great. He was like kind of hit and miss or whatever. So I had told him to reach out to some other people that do cast consistently, like Dave Castle,
Mhm.
and he said quite a few people had reached out to him. So he was trying to work it out. So
Very cool.
hopefully we'll have a Craig Warwick version. I'll buy Craig's for sure.
Yeah,
Right.
Craig's,
Well,
Craig's
the
stuff
best
is
thing
always
about Dave
great.
Castle, real quick, the best thing about Dave Castle though, he's got such a long history of reliable customers that this would just totally help in that.
Yeah, no doubt. If they collabed or whatever. So um, Craig is a great sculptor as well. So
Mm-hmm.
He really is.
so yeah,
All right. Well, that's
so
about it for news,
there's
I
options,
imagine, right? Unless something we missed.
and Craig's is more of in line more with the Legends shit, the Jim Lee shit or whatever. It's not the
Okay.
animated series version.
It's just sculpted with the mouth closed, correct?
Right, closed mouth,
Very
basically.
cool.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else we got to dig into?
That's it. You wanna stroll into pickups real quick?
Yeah. I would imagine that it's about time for that.
Let's go, Fabio. What's on the docket for you?
I've just paid for stuff and I haven't received it.
What'd
I'm
you
waiting
pay for?
well, I did get my this Gomez, the Street Edition. I got Logan coming in. I have an opportunity to get that Diabolic. I might do it.
Dude, go
Kinda
for it.
cheap.
Go for it, man.
Accessories alone, I figure it might be worth it. And like
I'm
with Agent
enabling you
Gomez,
right now.
just like the night vision goggles alone are just awesome.
Yeah.
And then like an unmasked head, you can just use for a civilian. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you just have a greased up Italian Guido with slick back hair.
Can I see? Can I? I'm not even familiar with the unmasked head. Let me see it.
Yeah, I'll pull it up. Yeah, let's see what the chat has been getting. Loco Lou says he picked up the NECA Assassin Predator. That's that big, like, 10-inch one.
Very
Okay.
nice.
It's huge.
Huge.
It's it's accurate to the movie. But people are saying it's actually a pretty good figure because it's not. I haven't gotten it yet, but it actually stands pretty well, even though it has those legs. Sorry, I'm looking for this Italian dude. What did you get, Poncho?
I've gotten a couple of things here and there. Oh shit! Hit the mic.
Oh, that sounded bassy.
Hold on, I'm trying to get my webcam up so I can.
Oh, there you go.
Show you.
Webcam action. All right, let's see that face. Rise and shine.
We'll see a face. It won't be mine.
Oh.
Over the last couple of weeks, I haven't really gotten a lot. I had to really buckle down on saving some money. My first real foray into really saving for something in my adult life, aside from college, because college I had no choice. I was just very poor. But I don't know. What did I get? The last time we talked, I have Broly and Gogeta paid off. As a matter of fact, GameStop had Gogeta go up on the web. Had Gogeta and Broly go up on the website. And I used a couple of coupons and some discounts and stuff, and I got that Gogeta for really cheap. And I'm planning on repainting that just so he looks closer to how he looked in movie 12 with Janemba. So I'll give him regular Super Saiyan hair, and then I'll paint I'll just paint his clothes a little bit just to match the way he looks in that movie as well. I had a chance to get another Broly, and I really wanted to jump on it, but that thing went up on the website, and then by the time I had time to really think about it, it was sold out immediately. That Broly was sold out. But if you are in a GameStop, I would I would go up to the register and I would check to see if stores in your area have that Broly in stock, because there are some GameStop locations that have that Broly in stock. And if your GameStop is cool enough, and if the store they call is cool enough, they will they'll actually ship an item from store to store, and they'll get that Broly to you. Hopefully, that goes for Gogeta as well, or any item that you get at GameStop, which is pretty cool. Aside from that, I got the Mezco Homecoming Spider-Man, the suit, the tech suit. I just don't have it in hand
Nice.
yet. And then
I like it. I think it's a nice figure.
I really like the way it looks. I just can't wait to get it in hand. It looks super rad. I got I was actually out today. Today was like the first day that I've had some spending money in a while, and I was at GameStop and I saw the NECA Mothra baby,
Oh shit!
and I was like,
I haven't seen any of that Godzilla stuff.
fuck yeah, let's go. So I hopped on that Godzilla Mothra, and I was like, hell yeah. All right. I have the SH Monster Arts one on pre-order, but that one doesn't come out till like September or October, pretty late in the year. So I don't mind double dipping on on a Mothra, especially considering that I know the SH Monster Arts will be more articulated, and what I can do, excuse me, with this NECA one. I was talking to Brandosaurus about this as well, because I asked him if he was going to get the NECA one, and he was like, no, I don't really feel like paying for two Mothras. And I'm all like, yo, once you get that SH Monster Arts Mothra, you battle damage and you scuff up your other Mothra, the NECA one. So I have no qualms fucking that one up. No offense, just because it's so inexpensive. It's just a very
Right.
very
No
nicely
question,
priced
though.
figure. It's $20.
SHF shit is expensive.
But I mean, I don't know a lot about Godzilla, and I don't know a lot about the physiology of giant moths. But how much articulation do you really need in a Mothra figure?
Well, I would for my perfect Mothra
Like, in what
figure,
points? Yeah.
Let's
It's all about the wings, right?
Yeah, I would. So actually, let me go ahead and get my cam going. I'm on cam. Stupid. Let me get my cam going real quick so I can show you. All right. Oh, whoa, there's my head. What's up? Okay. Oh shit. I just completely stopped it. All right. Yo, this camera is pretty bad, actually. So here's the Mothra right here. It's pretty great. Let's get some light on it. It's very small. So, like, obviously, like, Mothra herself is very small, but it's all about the wings. So, like, my perfect Mothra figure would have articulation. So this one only really goes up like this. You can kind of fudge it to get some articulation so the wings can go like that. But I don't think that's purposefully built into the technology of the figure. So I would like to have full range on the wings, as well as full range on these wings right here. I would like to have like some sort of cut for these right here, so it can come out like this. Because in the film, there's like a very famous part in the film, like really iconic part in the film where Mothra is she's like protecting Godzilla, and her wingspan is like all over Godzilla, and they need to arc like this. So I would enjoy that.
Are you screen sharing or the camera? Because I can't see anything.
I'm not for you guys.
I see.
But for what do you call it? But for chat, they can.
Gotcha. Okay. I don't have the.
Actually, I'll screen share with you guys so you can see it too. Actually, my bad. It's my face.
That's the NECA one.
Yeah, I'm just. I don't know why it's not. Let's see. What's my cam on here? All right.
Yeah, it's still loading.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Just watch it
Yeah,
on
fuck
YouTube.
it. I'll rewatch it. Yeah.
check out the YouTube stream. But yeah, like the Mothra is very small. Like she has some articulation, like right here. Like her hands and feet have articulation. I would like elbow joints and knee joints and stuff on a really nice Mothra figure. Of course, like this figure is like an ant on the face of other figures. Like I don't expect like joints to get like I can totally understand where they don't want to put articulation in a Mothra figure this small. But you know, whatever. This NECA figure is like is perfect. Um, it's perfect for the price point and all that stuff. It looks really good. I really enjoy it. Um, I really like it. I think it's rad. Uh, Aside from that, I got. Hold on 1 second. Um, Here, I'll actually screen share so you can see it. I got the because I found the Mothra. I was like, all right, cool. I gotta get the Godzilla for sure. And I had the Godzilla like pre-ordered on. I had it pre-ordered on AmiAmi first. Unfortunately, I had to cancel that order just because like it was just Godzilla in it, and I was all like, hey, unfortunately, I'm going there's I won't be able to pay for this. Is it possible if I cancel this order? Luckily, they complied. They were totally cool with it. And then I had it pre-ordered on Big Bad Toy Store. No, then I had it pre-ordered on Amazon. I had to let that lapse too. And then I had it pre-ordered on Big Bad Toy Store. I had to let that lapse. And then I saw that it was up on GameStop, and I was like, oh man, should I get this on GameStop? Like, I really want to, but I don't really have the money right now. So I let that pass me by, and then I saw this Mothra at GameStop, and I was like, all right, I got to get the Godzilla now. Like, there's no question about it. Like, I need this Godzilla, like, immediately. So, I actually had I impulse bought the Broly model kit a couple of months ago from Barnes and Noble, and I hadn't even opened it yet, and like because I bought it for like a placeholder for the SH Figure Arts. Of course, fast forward to now, SH Figure Arts is out. Really, no reason to have that model kit. So like, I called up Barnes and Noble. I was like, hey, is it okay if I bought this model kit? I haven't even opened it. Like, it's still in the package. Is it possible if I just get some store credit or possibly just exchange it for something? I'm not trying to get cash back. They're really nice about it. They're like, yeah, sure, that's totally fine. That's cool. So I went to Barnes and Noble, and they had the Godzilla, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. So they had the Godzilla, the Broly. I returned the Broly for like $50. The Godzilla was $70. There was a 15% off coupon for Father's Day at Barnes and Noble right now, so that's a cool tip for everybody in chat. This weekend, there's a 15% off on Barnes and Noble in the store. If you do it online, any order over $40 is 20% off, and I think it qualifies for free shipping too. And then I re-signed up for the Barnes and Noble like membership. I hadn't had a membership since I was like probably 25 or something like that. And what ended up happening was I literally only paid for the membership. I only paid like $20 for the membership, and the Godzilla figure ended up being free just because of all the discounts and stuff. So it's pretty tight.
Nice.
So that's it. That's it. And I got an Oculus Quest. Super stoked. That's basically all I've been doing for a while. And I had to buy my wife a car, so that sucked. But that's why I haven't gotten anything because we've just been trying to. We had to like all this dumb bullshit nobody cares about. So that's it. That's it for me. Bug, did you get anything cool?
We know what Boog got.
Nothing, apparently.
He posted a whole pile of it.
Yeah, I put a little haul up yesterday. Actually, I did like an unboxing of my Big Bad Toy Store stuff. But
Oh, cool.
yeah, I got those SAS figures, which I've been messing around with for the past like 10, 15 minutes right now. Really nice. They are a little smaller in scale than Mezco though. And I'm looking at these now, and it's like, damn. I only got two. You know, with these sort of like SWAT units and shit like that, you need at least 5. You know what I'm saying? But these shits are not cheap. And looking at them though here in hand, it's like these are what other line. Shit, they've been giving me shit too. The hell is the name of that other line? They've been doing mostly DC shit though.
Soap Studios.
Soap Studios, yes. The quality of these damn toy figures is what Soap Studios should be. You know what I'm saying? Like, very good. Only thing is their body, I could tell, and if it had a better ankle pivot or something on these boots, or at least if it just had a toe joint, it'd be great. But I mean, the tailoring and the quality of this is good. And now I'm looking at this and I'm like, what other fucking UK figures do I have? I got to make some like.
Just basically Psylocke and Captain Britain, and I guess Nightcrawler.
Yeah. I had I don't know, whoever the premier a good Captain Britain.
Yeah, the only one we got
A
was
good Captain Britain though, but with like cloth clothing though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really want to put Legends with these shits, honestly. Even Legends will look really large in comparison to these dudes. They're all this particular body is very slender, but it's a really really nice figure. But yeah, I got Broly and Gogeta. I got Infinity War Machine from SHF, and what else was in there? Boy figure, which is going to be from Urban actually. And what else was in that box? One or two other things. I also picked up Shuri yesterday from GameStop. I had did a little hunt too, like in like lower Manhattan, like a 7-minute little video of me just going between the stores within like a 5-block radius. I went in like 17 Walgreens.
That
But
Shuri looks way better in person than it does in those promo pics.
oh, she's actually pretty freaking nice.
She looks great, man. I saw it.
Mhm.
I saw it yesterday as well, and I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" I was ready to clown on this all day long, but it looks great.
Yeah. And I was about to get pissed because when I took out the package, I'm like, don't tell me this fucking like it's like her hand and she doesn't have a regular fucking hand under here. Just on there with a clip. And I'm like, all right, cool. So, you know, she has her hands.
Very nice.
Wanted to, you could cut off that little like skirt piece that she has too, but it would have to be. There's no way to unclasp it though, which would have been a nice touch if you could just take that off, because then you could like sit her. Because I'm actually wanted to do a scene with her and some of the other royals, I guess, and I wanted to seat her. But the figure is nice. The skin tone is nice. The likeness to the actual actress is really good as well. Playing that the neck looked kind of long, but I mean that's how it is in that particular outfit or whatever. So it is what it is, but it is a nice figure. Did see the Spider-Man Homecoming new suit Spider-Man from Marvel Legends too. I saw that in store, but I passed on them.
Oh wow!
Stashed it actually. I stashed it in case I don't know. I feel like we might see the movie and then I might want to go back and get that shit. So I don't know. Who knows if it'll be there during that time? The movie's not coming out for another month or some shit.
Yeah.
I think that was all I got in this past week. That big haul from Big Bad Toy Store, and I just yesterday got Shuri. But yeah, I think that was it for me.
I'm gonna read the comments, see what people have been getting this last couple of weeks, I guess. Let's see. Somebody was talking about the Fortnite figures. They got the McFarlane ones. Interesting that they went with that instead of the Jazzwares.
Mm.
I was actually at Target today and I found the TMNT 2-packs. It's my first time seeing them in stores.
Oh, cool.
It was I found the Mikey with the Foot Soldier, and then they had 2 Donnies with Krang. And like I don't know, I figured those would have flown off the shelf already, but people only want like Raphael and Leo or something. But other people are finding that too, so I guess they must be doing out some restocks right now. Ifuna Oni picked up the Mezco Deadpool X-Force version, which is cool. Probably the easiest one to get. Matt McDougal has been picking up the Funko Rick and Morty figures for dirt cheap. You had those, right, Pancho?
I do. I have a couple of those, yeah.
Yeah.
They are
What think?
exactly what you expect.
Oh.
They're not good. But if you want some representation of Rick and Morty on a shelf, I mean, just get ready for static poses. But I mean, yeah, it's better than nothing, honestly. In the most rawest sense of that saying, it's better than nothing.
Literally.
Yeah.
See, Shrill Galaxy just got the SHF Broly for 57 and Gogeta for 39.
Mamma
Apparently
mia.
on Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, Barnes and Noble, baby.
Oh, nice. Real nice.
Yeah, right. Especially that Broly.
Online, you can. Dude, I'm telling you, if you guys need Broly and Gogeta, go on BarnesandNoble.com literally right now and use the 20% off coupon. Period.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Shrill, you got to be plugging Barnes and Noble here, dude. And then Loco Lu got the Common Rider.
Oh, cool.
Amazon Omega, I guess it's called. But he also got a Comic Cave Mark 7. Man, those Comic Caves are so nice. I'm still holding out hope to someday find a Silver Centurion from Comic Cave.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like, I don't know, it's one of the pricier. You have to literally be a Saudi prince to get that.
Yikes.
E. Rivera 94 picked up Mezco Logan, Diabolic, and Daredevil.
Uh-oh.
As well as SHF Thanos and War Machine Mark IV. Boys got money.
They got you on the fucking line with these mezcals. You just buying mezcals you don't even give a fuck about. They got you, man.
Diabolic. I don't know, man. I think Diabolic's going to be one of those that everyone is going to regret not getting.
I know Elvis is probably just buying them shits to review them, really. But
yeah, no,
they got you.
That's Elvis. Yeah. Darth Clueless got the SHF War Machine also. And Worthy Thor. Which one's Worthy Thor?
Fat Thor?
Yeah. Maybe he means Worthy Cap.
No.
People are calling it Worthy Cap, but apparently it's called Power and Glory Captain America.
Oh my god.
He's talking about the SHF Thor, the one that was like super expensive.
Oh, okay. Like the
Infinity War one.
Oh, Infinity War,
yeah.
God damn. Chad got the Rebel Tech Bleeding Edge Iron Man. Nice.
Chad Daddy.
That's new, right? That just came out?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, it just came out.
Big old Chad.
Trying to drop domestically, yeah.
Let's see. 796 Studios also got that Iron Man. And the 3A Bumblebee.
Oh, no way.
Dude, that thing's probably huge, isn't it?
Yeah. How is that? Let us know in chat.
Yeah, really now. Nightwalker got the Fortnite Jonesy and Dark Bomber from Fortnite.
Very cool.
Man, yeah, I watched Robo's Foosh video with like the whole wave.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he's sold on it, then you know they must be decent.
Yeah, they look really nice.
Oh, okay. Darth Clueless did in fact mean Worthy Cap, not Worthy Thor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh my God, John Papa Sergio, he missed it. The Hot Toys Scarlet Spider pre-order. Not only did he miss the pre-order, but he missed our whole conversation on it.
Yikes.
It did look sick. We did talk about it at length, John. Let's see. And he got the Shrill Galaxy also got a classic Mezco Deadpool sealed for 65. That's pretty expensive.
How the fuck you do that?
Ooh, Carry the Spark got a waitlist conversion for the exclusive Daredevil. I was literally just looking at the pre-order and saw that it went to waitlist, so I might try to get it in.
Very cool. Get it in, buddy.
I'm gonna get it in, bro.
Wait, which Daredevil is that?
The black suit one.
His eyes, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm trying to get it for retail, you know. I mean, at this point, you need them both because you got to have them fighting each other. Oh, I guess I'm the only one who saw Daredevil season 3. All right.
Yeah, I forgot about that actually. I was it was like I had like a brain fart right now. I had to think about what the fuck you were talking about. But yeah,
I'm gonna join this wait list. Fuck it.
And Bullseye was pretty fucking. He was pretty brutal in that shit.
Oh
I
yeah,
talked
dude.
about this before.
I think the fight in the news office is one of the best fights in that series.
He didn't give no fucks.
Very cool.
um. Anyway, I believe that that is it for pickups in the chat. So we can move into some photos if we want.
Yeah,
Well,
how much time do you guys have left to show?
Let's look at some pictures for the next 10-15 minutes and
Cool.
get out
yeah,
of
yeah,
here.
yeah.
That sounds perfect. Fabio, do you want to bring some up?
Yeah, I'm
Or
bringing them up right now.
hell yeah, buddy.
I'm just gonna scroll through our subreddit because that's way more user friendly than Facebook.
I'm
Oh,
gonna.
here's one that I'm glad 1 6 shooter had shared in here because it did make the rounds on all of our social media.
Oh, cool. I'll pull up some from Discord as well. Oh
There we
hell
go.
yeah, this one.
Everyone remembers this one, right? This one made the rounds. It's like Spider-Man made his own like spider mech suit. Got Tony like, all right,
Yeah,
kid.
he used the was that a 3A Spider-Man?
Yeah, 3A Spider-Man. I've wanted this Spider-Man for so long. This such a cool thing, man. I love it when they do shit like this. Like,
What was the deal with this though? It was 1/6 scale though, right?
yeah,
That's what it was supposed to be. Okay, got it. Okay,
yes,
yeah, this was really cool and creative. I didn't really like the pose on Spider-Man. I think he kind of like didn't go the full distance with the pose on Spider-Man. Like he could have like really sit his back flush
Mhm.
and bent up his knees a little bit more. But the
mm-hmm,
concept and everything here is really good, and the lighting is phenomenal. It really looks like sunlight coming over the top of the buildings. There, it looks great.
for sure. Yeah, I agree with
Really
you.
fun idea.
Yeah, I agree with you. The posing on the Spider-Man definitely could have used a little bit of tightening up, for sure. And we all know that he's fully capable. That the Tony in the bottom is posed very naturally,
Yeah,
for
no,
sure.
that's the best pose I think.
Yeah, 100.
The
percent
SHF head on a Legend's body. There is that what that is?
That's what it looks like. Yeah, fascinating. Very cool. Yeah.
So
But yeah,
yeah,
this
the
this was
lighting
great.
is great too. I love kind of the outdoor look to it as well. You did a good
Yeah, I
job.
just said that.
Yeah,
It looks good.
I believe he achieved that with using a fog machine and then a long exposure time, so it really smooths it all out. That's how you get that really like misty golden hour type of effect with your photos.
Yeah,
So
literally what it looks like.
yeah. So yo, if you're shooting manually out there, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and really mess with some settings like exposure time and all that cool shit. There's a lot of really cool techniques you can pull off. For sure, this is one of them.
If you got a good camera, you'll fucking die not knowing everything about that
You
fucking
really
camera.
will.
That's
Yeah.
for
100%. You
Cool.
got another one?
Moving on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got some more. This is a nice little simple one. This guy's been kind of stepping up his game a little bit, so it's worth noting that he. I think he took this outdoors or something, but he
You
basically
think?
went from like this is Captain Uber Nerd, who has graduated from like table shots to actually like incorporating sets and everything.
Okay,
Very
all right,
nice.
so he's on his way.
He's on the up and up for sure. Why is this pop up still here? Yeah, he's I think he's someone who's definitely been like watching the board a lot and kind of learning here and there from critique that other people are getting, even if he's not necessarily getting some himself. Let's see if he got some comments on this. Yeah, it's a select cap. That's all.
Okay.
This is one of them that goes with the. Here's a little pride celebration. This is, I think, a clever way to do it.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
that was actually pretty cool.
This guy is on the subreddit a lot. I think it's one of his stronger shots, though.
Very cool.
What's his screen name?
It's the action figure junkie.
Oh, I've seen
Oh,
that guy
okay, I
around.
know that name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
So
nice.
here's
I think he could have cleaned up
Deadpool.
some of the. I think he could have cleaned up some of the posing on that previous shot though.
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah, for sure.
go back up. Just I'm a stickler for like giving each character their
Yeah,
own
their own shit.
personality.
Yeah. Everybody's got their hands in their lap.
Oh,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta mix
Oh,
it up. Everybody
oh.
can't be posed exactly the same, but the idea here is really good, and the colors are really popping.
Man, you
Yeah.
thought it was evil when corporations just virtue flagged for Pride Month? How
Oh
evil is it
god.
when Cobra does it?
Oh god.
Cobra,
Could you
crazy.
imagine?
I mean, it's obviously just so shallow
I
and like,
mean,
Oh boy.
nah,
they
Uh,
just
gotta pay
kidding.
for world conquest in some type of way, so they gotta have some good marketing.
Right?
yeah.
Gotta win the hearts and minds, boys. This one's, kind of a variant of that same thing with the multi-rainbow Deadpool pack.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, this is from Captain Uber Nerd as well.
Mm.
Okay. So
Oh, this one was cool.
scroll up to that Uber Nerd one real quick. I'll say something about that one.
Mhm.
If he would have, he didn't even. You don't have to move anything. So if you would just physically move your camera a little to the left, you could have
Right.
gotten that other figure to cover up that whole stand completely.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
This is a classic case of setting up and then taking the photo rather than
Yeah.
like
Yeah. For sure.
setting the frame and then setting up the fucking photo.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%. It's cool that this guy is like stepping out of his comfort zone a little bit more and more as he takes more pictures. It's very cool. Just some
Yeah.
things to note, like soften your light for sure. Maybe pull it further away from your subjects. Light it from multiple angles. That way you don't get those hard shadows behind some of your effects. And then work on the natural posing of flattening your figures to the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, like these guys are like hovering up here and like
Yeah.
his hand is all stiff. Like, I think the best pose here is probably this cap. I think this is a great cap pose.
It is very good.
I just think he needs to just like fix the eye lines because he's looking like this way.
Yeah.
Cap pose is great.
The reason that we're always not sticklers, I guess, but the reason it's so important to lay your bodies flat on the ground is because, if they're not, it just kind of looks like they're like stiff, like cardboard. Like if you were to naturally fall on the ground unconscious, your whole body, gravity would naturally push all your limbs to the ground, at least as close as it can get. So it's just nice. It's just something to note for sure.
Yeah.
Let's go to that Godzilla pick, baby.
That Godzilla pick looks pretty good. It's flamed, you might say.
That looks cool.
This is great. I love the
I'm
hard
talking about
stuff.
the GI Joe one right before this one.
Yeah.
Speak the GI Joe.
Same. Action Figure Junkie is like all over the GI Joe. He like dominates the GI Joe scene.
Very nice. This is a good example of shooting in grass and really letting the blades of grass like work with the scale of your figure.
Right. He didn't have to destroy any grass or anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the scale works too. More often than not, we saw in a couple of pictures up above, like sometimes blades of grass and like small weeds and foliage really break the immersion, and they are toys just because those plants are a certain size. But this one is really great because this really sells that they're just like in some tall thicket or whatever.
They're deep in the patties.
Exactly. Jurassic Park 3 vibes.
Right. I think what he does on a lot of his photos, and he definitely did it here, that I think he could like do away from, and his photos would just look cleaner. Is he always has this like hazy vignette around the outside of the photo.
Mm-hmm.
There's always like this artificial blur on the edge of every photo he does, and I don't think he needs that. I think he can work the natural blurs. Like he's got a lot of space right here.
Yes.
So if he could like push this frame up so that like this head right here is not cut off, then these guys could still be in frame and focus, and then all these guys would still be blurred out without it looking so artificial and so like close to the frame.
100%.
If maybe the edge of the frame was like right here where we first start to see his knees and really where this haze starts.
Yeah. I would even say pull the frame out a little bit further just so you can see the full gun with the guy
Right.
in the like leading the pack. Just because it's such a
Right.
focal point of the photo.
If the end of his gun would be like right at the corner of the frame, that'd be ideal.
Yeah, 100%.
And like moving in towards where he is now, basically like turning him 3/4 this way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think he definitely knows how to like do the setups. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His setups are always good because he loves these GI Joes and he knows how to like portray everybody's personality really well. You know?
Yeah, all of these guys have their own personality for sure. You can definitely tell
Yeah.
that through the posing. The only thing that I would probably change is this person back here, because it kind of looks like they're looking at the camera. Maybe if you turn
This one here. Yeah.
that one and then the other one back here, kind of too. Just the head is too like on to the frame, but yeah, this is good.
Now to the Godzilla.
John P said he put Vaseline on the. Oh, I don't know if he knows for sure,
Right.
but I was thinking
That's
like
what I'm
it looks like the Vaseline trick that a lot of filmmakers and photographers use.
Yeah, you don't need to do that anymore. That's some like 1969 filmmaking shit. You don't need to do that anymore.
This Godzilla looks good.
They have like gels and shit like that for now. You don't need to. Yeah, that's Godzilla.
Is great. I'm not a fan of the Tamashi explosion effects with these little buildings though, because I mean,
How
There should be
big
more
is that
debris.
explosion?
is fucking massive. That is an atomic bomb explosion, if that was the case. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never a fan of that unless you do some really cool force perspective stuff and you put that far in the background. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the way Godzilla's highlighted and shit there and all of that looks really good, man.
The texture, everything really stands out.
Very nice. The only thing that I would suggest is in the background here, you can kind of tell he's kind of close to, I guess, his wall maybe, or the poster board, because you can kind of see a shadow being cast right here.
Right.
And then also, since he has like a taller building here in the foreground, some more taller buildings in the background definitely would have helped.
Oh, you could have switched that one with one of the other ones from the background, maybe. But yeah, I would have. Worked this through the viewer a bit more and repositioned some shit. I would have sat there and been for another 30 minutes probably. But yeah.
Hell yeah, still looks great. Very nice.
Yeah,
very,
still looks good.
Very. I don't know what I'm thinking. It's
cinematic.
Very moody. Very good.
Yeah,
cinematic. Yeah, moody. Yeah,
sure. Here's a nice little display of no autographs, just Tony Stark just walking somewhere.
Interesting.
A nice little mix of civilians in the background, and just a very simply, very simple Sunday kind of shot. I think.
Interesting.
I like how he did these ropes, but I think they could have been a little more taut.
Crafty.
Cool.
Very.
It's
crafty.
Cool that he went. Yeah, exactly. Went through the
extra mile for sure.
Yeah.
I would say
the car's probably a little out of scale, especially like next to this guy. So overall, just like having this be deeper would have probably benefited it, but then he would have had to probably fill it with more people.
He could have used some more light on that backdrop. It looked like it might just be a wall, so I don't know.
Yeah, you can say that you see the shadow right here a little bit.
But the framing's good. I do like the framing. He did a good job here.
Framing is great, but he could have just gave himself some more elbow room, like you said. Push that car back quite a bit, get some more light on that backdrop. Maybe even add a couple of more people in the crowd.
Yeah.
It looks like he might have only one light, from what I can tell. I mean, I only see one shadow right here. And then you can kind of see it in the reflection as well.
It's great framework, though.
Yeah. Good use of a Dutch angle, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people just like...
a
lot of people just throw their camera into a Dutch angle for virtually no reason, but this is a good one.
Just gotta find a little something from someone we have not talked about yet. This is all from Uber Nerd and Action Figure Junkie again. So another one from Uber Nerd. Nice little meeting scene, I guess. Kind of cool.
Could have
crop work.
Crop it
a little
crop it a little tighter from the top. A lot of negative space at the top.
Here's one for Hater Herder. We featured this set that he's done before, but now this is a different display.
big ups to this guy for keeping this fucking display up
Yeah.
and
I bet this
tweaking
is how he
it.
displays his defenders all the time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Very nice.
I think maybe lights are just a little harsh. I mean, I get that it's he's setting the room tone, but it's just casting too hard of shadows.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lower angle. I mean, I'm always a fan of lower angles because a top down view like this looks like
It's
like an
not
overall like pan wide shot.
the reason lower angles work so much is because it's very natural. Your eye line, it's so natural to your eye line, or you can imagine yourself doing it, getting lower to the ground. When the camera is, when you're shooting more from an upwards angle or looking down on something, like you will never naturally see that unless you're on a ladder or something like that. So that's why it works so well. Uh, Coincidentally, that's why the new Godzilla movie is so good, because like almost every single shot of the monsters is shot from where a human could possibly shoot it, which worked really well. Great movie. Watch the new Godzilla, please.
Yeah, I've been hearing
I've
good
heard
things about it.
So good.
I need to see it too.
But yeah, lower angles, eye line levels will do wonders. Like you could really not be feeling a scene or feeling a couple of shots if you're taking a bunch of overhead, but experiment with different angles, and then you might notice that you have something there for sure.
Moving on, let's see Uber Nerd again, and he's just rocking it out.
Yeah,
There
that
we go.
same thing with that Spidey. You gotta press those. You gotta bend those legs and press that back to the wall a little bit.
So this is kind of a continuation of that last scene. He's Spidey crashing in on that meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one is from Plastic Thunder. I upvoted this one because I liked it.
Okay.
I like what he did here with with Bane, how he like pulled out the Venom tube and everything.
Nice.
Lighting's nice, the framing's nice. It's from a good angle. I like what he did with the bat drone right
Bat
here.
drone's
Like,
in the mix.
yeah, right. No one uses the bat drone.
I know, right?
No one ever expects the bat drone. But the lighting, I think maybe just like this one purple light, just because of how reflective the suit is, it just like sticks out a lot.
Yeah.
And it
Totally unnecessary with that.
From anywhere, yeah.
You know, it would have
That
been
bright lighting too.
it would have worked a lot better if that purple light was casting on maybe this tire or this little bit of debris.
Yes,
That way,
yes.
you know that it's like in the room. Like right now, it just looks like his suit just has purple spots on it.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to be careful with a high gloss figure like this. You got to like.
That's one of the things I always say about colored light is that you rarely ever direct it onto the figure. Usually, if you highlight the figure and put it behind them or on some other object, it works better. But it depends on exactly what it is you're trying to do. But in this instance, put it on the figure though.
Good pose on the Batman though. Nice little like walking away. You might be a little close to Bane still. This is just one of those things where a little more depth would have been good. This is your classic like corner Dio, everything pressed up in the corner shot.
Yeah, yeah.
But the set's nice though. I like his set. What else? What else? What else? There's actually a lot of posts. Here's something that Poncho can talk about. Here we go. From a new person, Renegade 5599.
Oh baby.
Cool. You consider yourself a purveyor of Dragon Ball Z, is that correct, Poncho?
I've seen a couple of episodes.
All right. Well, that's a couple more than I've seen. So why don't you tell us what we can do here?
This one, it's nice. It's a very simple shot. Whenever it comes to like posing with like energy blasts and stuff, the thing that I would always recommend with energy blasts, like this is for me personally, is like whenever a character is holding an energy blast, it has to have like a certain amount of weight to it, or because like they're literally like harnessing like manifestation of energy, and like it's destructive power in their hands. So you kind of want to like pose your figures like that, kind of like they're buckling and kind of like they're really trying to like throw this energy blast at you. This one is posed a little like loose. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of weight to it. If he would have pivoted the wrist inwards a little bit more, that's holding this blast, that really would have helped sell that he's like getting ready to throw it. Really nice. With this arm, the forearm right here, if he would have pivoted it a little bit up, pivoted the wrist up a little bit, just kind of like he's kind of like in like a cocking motion to throw the energy blast. This one kind of just looks like it's loosely just like flailing out right there. This Goku as well, the pose works, but there's a lot of room to use something else. So for me, if I were to pose this, I would pose Goku like maybe getting ready to block or already in a blocking position. If he was that close to Broly, he may want to take that energy blast on the chin, but he would probably block. But that's just personal preference to me. The main takeaway is the pose right here just feels a little loose with a character like Broly, especially with and Dragon Ball in general. Like whenever they're fighting, all their poses are always very tight and like angular and stiff. If you like take a freeze frame of any episode, or if you look at like any panel in the manga, like all of the art is always drawn very angularly, very stylized, and that should be that you should use that same frame of mind, same energy when doing figure photography. We always say like whenever you're unsure of a pose, do it yourself. See if it feels right. So this Broly pose right now, I'm doing it right now, and like it just feels a little loose. Just like, angle some of those joints, pivot some of those, some of those joints as well, and then you kind of get like a sense of like power and stuff. That's what Dragon Ball is all about. Literally the ultimate main power trip fantasy.
I think you could have used a little more light on the actual effect too, just to kind of give it some glow, and so that it itself has some glow on the figures.
Yeah, so when it comes to like, the photography stuff, of course, like some more mood lighting. Maybe Goku could have been lit a little bit better from the back as well. Then the light might be a little too hot on the poster board here, just because you kind of get like the splotches and stuff coming through. But overall, it's nice. It's a nice photo for sure. Just a little bit of tweaking. It would have been cool. It would have been better than it is already.
I mean, yeah, the framework is there for sure. I even just noticed the little smoke that he's got down here. So he's really, literally trying to get all the little details. It's just, he's like 90% of the way there,
I promise you, he
that
set
extra 10% that takes like the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, I promise you, he set this up and then he shot it. Because
right.
There's probably a whole bunch more like extra sprinkles in the whole setup that he just unfortunately wasn't able to capture in this angle.
Right. I do like the purple of the background though; it gives it a nice like alien feel to it. But a little more light would have been good because you can't see some shadow right here.
There you go.
Just to make it more, bright, just to make it pop. He's got kind of one strong overhead light right here, so you can see it on his head.
There you go.
Yeah, moving on. Unless you want to say something, Bug.
No, I think we're good, man. We're gonna wrap it up. I gotta get some food or a snack or something, man.
Let me do
we're at it.
Let me
you go
do,
ahead, Punch.
Let me do one or two from Facebook because I know we haven't been on Facebook for a while.
All right, cool. Just go through the pictures on Facebook.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm about to do. Well, I searched the What's a Grind on tag on Facebook, so.
Got you. Okay.
Let me go ahead and screen share real quick, and then we'll get this rolling.
Is this,
as always, everybody, if you want, go ahead and tag all your stuff with hashtag What's a Grind on all the social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, the Discord, Twitter. On the Discord, there's a specific channel for our What to Grind on, so you don't really have to hashtag it, but on the Reddit and Facebook and stuff, that's the best place to get your stuff seen. Of course, the What to Grind on tag is a communal tag, so everybody is welcome to go ahead and use it as well as provide feedback on it. It's not just for admins, of course. So let's go ahead and get this rocking. So Corn Warren right here in the mix. Got this.
He's that dude.
It's what?
He's that dude.
He's
Gordon
that-
Warren. We know him.
You do.
He's that dude.
Hold on 1 second. Let's get the. Here we go. This is pretty nice. Again, lower angle is where I personally would have at least tried to where it is. I really like what's going on here. The setup itself looks good. I love how he has the hand firmly planted on the shoulder. You can see he's got the fingers firmly planted on the machine itself. It's all set up really, really nice. I just think a better angle or a different angle and different kind of framing would have definitely helped for sure.
I wonder how he's lighting this, because that's really a lot of people's keel, I guess, or their issue is just trying to get natural, even lighting. I mean, you just got to think about how a room might be lit and how you want to elevate or lower your light, because this light is still very hot.
Yeah. A lot of stuff that a lot of issues that a lot of people might run into when they're shooting on like a phone or stuff is the lower your light gets, the more distorted the quality of your photo will come out. So a lot of people tend to think less light is bad because your photos come out really grainy, you don't really know what's going on. But it's actually quite the opposite. If you just add more and more light, and then in your camera app just set your exposure to a very well lit area, then it'll auto correct, and then you'll still get a darker scene, but it's still lit very well. For sure. Moving on.
He might only have one light there too, so you might
Yeah.
need two, and then you can space them out and elevate them a little bit. And I don't necessarily think he needed a lower angle for this, because I mean, I understand what was going on, how he was trying to.
Yeah.
It's just the lighting that's throwing it off.
Yeah, you can tell it's a little hot because you can see it's casting his fingers right here, I would imagine. Yeah. All right, next up, Joey Valdez Jr. in the mix with this. Hell yeah. I think this is great. Slam dunk happening right here. Nice way to hide the stand. I think you can kind of see it right here, maybe.
I like the fact that I stand for this. If he balances it right, because it's literally the dude is he's using him to get up there for the dunk and shit.
Yeah. Very strategic.
I think maybe the only thing that could have been done is more light on the backdrop, I guess, because it looks like the stadium would the way it looks now is the stadium is like mad dark except for the floor.
Mm-hmm. A stadium would definitely be lit a lot brighter than it is right now. I would say the only other thing is maybe the line of sight. It kind of looks like he's looking directly into the camera a little bit. Maybe exaggerate the head movement so that you know for sure that he is looking at the basket right here. So, be great. You can even see right here in his C side that I would imagine that was just some poster board right here. Even moving it further back.
Yeah, it's kind of close. Yeah.
Yeah, moving it like you have two sources of light here. If it takes getting a third light source on your backdrop, try it out. You don't know. Let's see. So we'll do like one or two more.
I had commented on that Wolverine one.
Oh, you did? You want to take a look at it? Let's see. This one right here. What did you have to say? Great use of that cutout. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing about the cutouts. Even when we have themed packs, I always find that people find such creative ways to use them other than
what they're intended
originally intended. Yeah, so Well, I don't even think I would ever thought about that. I mean, that's perfect for a dog.
Yeah,
Even though I've used it many times for a person kind of like breathing out loud sort
yeah.
of type of thing, or getting the wind knocked out of them, or whatever the case may be. But I mean, that literally is oof, like so that's funny. But yeah, the rest of this, his cutout placement here is really good. But the rest of this could definitely use some fine tuning. Gambit's right arm sticks out to me. That looks pretty awkward. The fact that she doesn't have his staff really like totally in the frame. I don't know. I would have got that in the frame somehow. I'm not sure what the concept is here. I didn't read the caption.
Have a taco. We'll travel.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
So
just
I
some.
don't even know what's going on here with these other people and shit. Like, why are they all chasing Wolverine with Deadpool's dog and Deadpool's scooter? I don't know what's happening. That's just some trippy shit.
This might be a gag, a little gaggage, gag thing. I don't know. That's like
Not
gag
the way I
stuff like
usually use that term.
gag stuff like this is like really popular in like Eastern figure photography and over in Japan and
Okay.
stuff like that. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's always so interesting watching it bleed over with Marvel Legends because you usually see stuff like this with like import figures and whatnot. So when you think Marvel Legends, especially in the A.C.B.A. space, you immediately your mind immediately goes to I'm trying to tell a story, so and so, but then you just get a mishmash of characters just doing funny
I
shit.
mean, you do get a decent amount of comedy and shit, but like you gotta like it's gotta immediately hit, or, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So, but yeah, the posing here is the major thing. Whatever that cotton that you're using, you're gonna want to swap that out for polyester.
it looks like it might be
It'll look better.
polyester. It's not thinned out because I'm looking
Nah,
at.
that looks like cotton.
Okay, could be.
In the back than it does on the left side in front of Gambit, though.
Hmm.
That trail back there looks pretty good. But yeah, the thing that stands out to me the most here is the pose. And look at Logan's left bicep, how that's twisted, and even the shoulder joint. You got to spin that around and get that joint down. That should be his armpit, basically. So really, you shouldn't see that. And his bicep should be swiveled with Gambit's right arm. And I think you might have that issue with Sabretooth's right arm. Maybe I can't really tell. But yeah, you got to sit there and literally like human anatomy works and work the figures in that way too. So everything looks natural and the posing is on point. Yeah, your cutout lighting, placement, and creativity with that is very good.
Very nice, very nice. Let's see. So let's pull one or two more from the Discord, and then we'll peace out.
Yeah, I gotta make some food, man.
Yeah,
I hunger.
What time is it over there? Like 6?
No, it's almost 8.
Whoa.
7:44.
Let's see. All right, so we might get a little bit of some screen sharing too. Shit. This might take a while. All right, let's figure it out.
What seems to be the problem?
You get on the Discord and you screen share because if I screen share, then like you'll get like this infinite
Oh,
loop
I see. Yeah.
thing going on.
Won't that happen to me too? Am I wrong?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let's see. Maybe I can minimize this. You know what? We'll just roll with it. We'll see what happens. We'll roll with it. All right. So
How meta.
Yeah, let's go. This is what to grind on the official A.C.B.A. Discord, baby.
Shrill Galaxy, he was begging us to tear his photo apart. I'm pretty sure in the chat he said he wants us to hold nothing back.
For real?
No.
I was like, let's
He did
go.
ask if we could do some Instagram or Discord though, so he is looking to get some critique his way. So let's get to him.
All right, so this is one he just posted. This seems
True
like a very,
Galaxy.
very simple, very simple.
Oh, got that new Batman.
Very nice, very nice.
Can't seem to. I guess I see the chin now, but I think the way like the head is blending into like the color of the door,
Mm-hmm.
like make. But I mean, it's really the focal point is Joker. He matched the eye lines well, that's for sure.
Very nice. The one thing I would say is maybe if you shifted it a little bit to the left, just because there's a little bit, the negative space here kind of jars with this Batman. His body gets cut off, so there's virtually no negative space on this side of the photo, yet there's so much on this side.
Yeah,
could have done that, and then this reflect whatever this reflection is here. It's tough to say what it is. Is it you? Is it is it just something in your diorama? Is it something in your room? You know, who knows? Who knows what it could be?
Who even knows at this point?
Is it? But it's nice. Like the posing is very natural. Maybe I would relax this arm a little bit more since this one is so relaxed. But unless he's like in the middle of like pulling it up to, I don't know, do some shit. I don't know. But yeah, looks good. Simple shot like this. There's not a lot of there's room to grow. But yeah, he did a good job for sure. Let's see. I saw this one making the rounds as well. Just for me personally, I never pose my Legend Spider-Man like this, just because it doesn't look as close to what I would imagine the source material would look like. I know a Legends will never be able to get there unless you do some heavy modifications on it or something like that.
Yeah.
So I generally stay away from it. It just looks a little.
I appreciate what he's going for here, though.
For sure.
I like. It's good with the variance of the posing.
Very
he did a good job like layering the different Dio pieces here. Like one of them's a select piece, one of them's like Young Justice. The one he's on, the other two that he's on are Young Justice.
Young Justice. I got those two.
And then yeah, he's even got the peg hole actually like in Spider-Man's, peg hole.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, all the posing is great, except for Spider-Man.
It's not that he didn't like nail the posing. It's just that this figure looks weird in these poses.
It's just the limitations.
Well, it's a bad angle for Spider-Man
for that pose in particular. For sure.
Yeah, that always looks better from the front on a Marvel Legend. On any
but
figure,
I think he did it this way so that he wouldn't have to show the hands, which probably aren't, touching flush to the bottom.
Mm.
But there's a middle ground between there,
He's doing this type of really close quarters kind of shots a lot. You got to step out of this. And it's funny because I remember doing a lot of this type of shit too early on, but it's time for you to moving outward and figuring it out. You've got the sort of basic relaxed posing down. You got that down, but I said the same thing, I guess, a couple months ago about added in some other things for depth or whatever. So I do see that you've made those improvements though, because you were just shooting on like plain backdrops before with nothing. So direction, no question about it. Just keep at it.
Yeah, but even with what he has here, if he does want to make it like really tight, then make it like really tight. You could like completely, you could do away with the foreground piece that you have right here and just like make the edge of this window here on the left and then the edge of the building on the right, the gray building, have that be the edge of the frame and then make it like really tight from right in there.
So like this, huh?
Yeah, something like that, or even, because that does away with like the ugly butt, but you can still kind of see how Spider-Man's posed. Even if you want to like
crop it up,
not have his feet, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
And I'm not saying like crop the photo to there, but like really like get it tight in there, and then that gives you a little room to like kind of move them as well, so they're not quite as tight on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could have like from this exact like angle, you could just have moved Spider-Man over a little more. Basically, just like bring the camera in closer.
That's it.
But yeah, looks
All
good though. It is. It's
right.
well done.
You can see the thought process taking place
Yeah.
with something he posted earlier.
Who was that posted that? Oh, I
Brian
should just look. I'm
Carter.
on
Brian Carter,
Brian
baby. Friend of the show.
M.F. Carter.
All right, let's do one more.
Yo, okay, so real quick, while you're looking that up, I've been on Mezco's site right now. I'm trying to get on the wait list for this fucking Daredevil. Right?
All right.
For some reason, none of my fucking payment methods go through. It does not believe any of my billing addresses.
PayPal too?
It won't let me do PayPal for waitlist.
Uh-oh. Oh.
That's usually how I pay for Mezco. I don't pay with a card. I do PayPal. It's faster checkout.
I always
but-
have trouble if it's not PayPal.
No, I mean I for sure like updated my my billing and all that shit when I moved to my new place, and for some reason like just won't work. I've tried like all of my addresses. Shipping's fine. I need it here. I just don't know. So unless they can somehow figure that out tomorrow.
Let's hope.
Next close. Fuck.
Praying for you. All right, this last one
Yeah,
comes from Toys R Us Kid 81. This is his first time posting in here on May 18th. Let's take a look, baby.
Let me see what you got.
Right off the cuff, I really like the pose on Wolverine, for sure. Feel like he nailed it. Maybe if he was hunched over just a little bit more, but I can definitely, that's just personal preference for me, honestly. The pose right here is very solid. One bit of advice is I would center this knee joint right here. That happens so often. It's in a lot of promotional shots too, for like on the back of boxes and stuff. Like the knee joint should be like right in the middle, not butted up against the top of the thigh or the bottom of the shin or anything like that. Right in the middle makes it look the best. Next up, this Cyclops, I would have posed him maybe a little bit more to where his feet are planted, like a wider stance, like because kind of right now it looks like he's, setting off that optic blast, and like the force of that optic blast would just throw him to the ground. His head would just fly backwards, and I just feel like he would have if his stance is a little wider, if his gait is a little wider, he's planted more firmly. And then maybe with his arm right here, pivot his arm a little bit more, just so you get that, like I was saying with the Dragon Ball stuff, get that weight of him like really straining to like get this pose going and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, it's nice, man.
It's a good, it's a little washed out. I think the light's a little hot in the front.
Yeah, definitely. They're a little close to each other. So he could have a little bit. Your first Wolverine pose was better here. The head down doesn't look as good as the other one, because it looks like in that first one, Wolverine is looking at whatever Cyclops is shooting at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only other thing I'll say is like, spread your stuff out a little bit more. Everybody, like you said, Boog, everybody looks really close together. But that could just be also
a lot of room to move stuff around here. You could, I think he put it in this way because he liked the thought of like the hand, the sentinel hand coming out of the background, and I think you could have like, in posing the sentinel, you could like bring his shoulders up more, so it's more like a T pose, I guess. Like almost like right to his sides, and then that way you could have his hand like almost flush with the wall that he's leaning on as well.
Yeah.
And then put some rocks underneath it so that if you do like are married to the idea of having it up in the air like that, at least it looks like it's resting on something instead of like
just
like a zombie. Yeah. And then
I've never really liked the scale of the Marvel Legends Sentinel with the Marvel Legends anyway, so it would be nice to play with the perspective a bit more and pushing that guy.
Right. Yeah, even if you push these guys back and then have the hand like closer to us, then it makes it look like the hand is bigger.
For sure.
I feel like this is another one of Like he set it up and then took the picture.
Yeah,
I
possibly.
can see
I'm
that.
sure he's happy with how it looks like in person.
Let's
He
see.
needs more light on the backdrop and less light
Yeah.
on those guys.
This is true.
I would make sure that this rubble is flush with the ground. You can see kind of like a shadow right here. And the last thing I'll say about this on a positive note is he did some really nice light painting with the optic blast right here for sure. It's lit up really well versus what he had on this where it kind of just looks like a flat kind of thing. Whenever you're dealing with energy blasts or any kind of effect that emits light, really try and paint it with some light or really try and like light it up because it really adds another layer. Like even like comparing this photo to this photo, like because he painted this optic blast, you get like these bright spots coming off of like his suit and his hand and stuff, which would make sense because like his optic blast is emitting light and stuff. And the last thing on lighting is something we talked about earlier with an earlier shot on what to grind on is the accent lighting, purple light that we saw in that Batman earlier. This is a really good use of it because you see it subtly on this Wolverine right here, and it's really lending to his silhouette and really separates him from this background because his background is a dark brown, his suit is a dark brown, but with this like kind of halo and silhouette that this purple light is casting on it helps break it up. And then not only is it just on this Wolverine, but he has it casting over this debris right here. You kind of see it on this Sentinel, so it all comes together. It's not just something that you see just on the figure, basically.
I think that everybody whose shot we spoke about tonight could just use you ready to post something.
Could use what?
Don't.
Sorry, you broke up you broke up a little bit.
More time.
More time.
Anytime you think that you're ready, if you're in the beginner phases or you in the stage where you definitely want to hear more feedback and you're not quite sure of yourself, you're still trying to get your sea legs and what have you, just take more time. Just literally step away from it and come back to it in a little while and see what little things you may have missed and what because it's a lot of little minor things like the thing you pointed out with that rubble with the the space underneath it and just it's just minor things. And mentioning a lot of you guys are setting up your displays and then setting up your camera. Don't do that. If you do it through the viewer, you will have a much more pleasurable and easier experience, and it'll be way easier for you to add and remove things from the scene that way too, because it's already all in frame, But yeah, we're getting up out of here. It's been 4 hours, literally, damn near.
Yo, it has, huh?
Thank you guys for hanging out. This will be something for you to listen to, I guess, during the week while you at work or whatever the case may be if you didn't hear it live. And don't forget that the A.C.B.A. Mercenary Pack 2.0 is still on sale on the A.C.B.A. website right now. We are in the planning stages for our trip to the Unboxing Toy Convention in Mexico in August. So that is actually after San Diego Comic-Con. But it's going to be pretty big. I actually got my itinerary, not my itinerary, my flight information today. So it's absolutely going down. I'll be out there. Fabio will be out there.
Whoa.
Cappy.
Oh, we're just telling people. Okay.
And we'll have a couple of local group members there helping us with the booth. A couple of local guys that are in the group that actually do really good work. I will reveal more. I don't know. I guess they're starting to reveal things on anyway. So you'll see some signage and some flyers and whatnot coming out, and there's going to be some great A.C.B.A. displays and all of that good stuff. So look for more of that information to trickle out if you are listener or somebody who follows A.C.B.A. that's in Mexico, you definitely want to try to make it to this event. That's all I have to say. Well, you guys got anything going on you want to plug?
Nope.
I'm looking at getting us a booth at Long Beach Comic Expo as
Yes,
well.
yes, you did tell me that. Right. Let's talk
Here
about that.
Southern California. So I think that's at the end of August. So, we're gonna try to make the convention thing happen a little more regularly. And
Definitely.
San Diego's coming up too. So if I can find myself down there, I'll try to get some press coverage as well.
Very nice.
If I can get a pass from somewhere, even if it's just for an hour. That's what I do every year. I finesse a pass for while somebody's on lunch.
That's it. That's all you gotta do.
I mean, they're not
So,
checking.
as always, thanks for hanging out. Rate, comment, subscribe, hit the bell down there. And until next time, peace.